we going to argue about this kid, too?
Might as well. Everyone else seems to be.
How does CNN... And I know it sounds... Well, actually, that's all I watch. How do they decide that that's national news? That kid with the... you know what I'm talking about?
Well, the
little kid with the guitar?
Yeah.
The 8-year-old prodigy?
Yeah.
They won't let him play in bars.
I know. I think people on both sides arguing, complaining. Well, you know, he's not old enough. He can't be let in his bars. He's just a kid coming in the back door and he's leaving. He's not drinking. He's not drunk. He's just playing.
So we are going to have an argument about that.
Absolutely.
Kid doesn't need to be in bars.
Oh, come on.
He's 8. I think they would notice if he's drinking.
He's not doing anything in the bar other than playing.
He doesn't need to be exposed to those things.
Exposed to what? Exactly from
people drinking, smoking. They're going to smoke in bars.
Well, see that on TV.
You see that in his name?
Well, you can see it on TV, but there's no secondhand smoke from the Zenith. That's just old one.
No, I'm just, like I said, pick a bar. Obviously.
So we are going to have an argument about this.
Absolutely. If you think the kid shouldn't go into a bar, the kid, he's a how is he, 8?
He's 8 years old. His dad is his manager. It's not like he's running around the town on his own, going into bars and, playing on top of a bar. His dad's with him.
If bars were appropriate for kids, they'd be packed full of them.
No.
Kids would want to hang out there all the time.
It's not appropriate for every kid, but for a kid playing guitar.
Daddy, take me to the loon.
If they had a stage,
Come on, Daddy, take me.
And a blues stage.
They got strong port.
Anybody that can play like that deserves to be anywhere he can play and be watched, obviously, by adults. He's fine. And he's scarred forever because he was in a bar playing guitar.
So you got no problem if you had a 7, 8-year-old kid and he was out running around playing in bars?
And I was there to monitor him?
Around drunk people, smoke, all the other stuff that goes on in bars.
I would probably monitor the smoke level because there's a lot of...
How are you going to do that?
Well, there's ventilation in certain bars and there's not ventilation in other bars. Have you ever been to a bar?
JD running around with a fan.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good idea. No, there's certain bars you go home and you smell like a cigarette, and there's other bars that ventilate very well.
All bars, you smell like a cigarette.
More so in some than others.
All bars. Any bars where they allow smoking, you smell like a cigarette.
When you go home from Billy Bob's, you don't. There's no smoking in the front area at all.
So they have smoke-free zones.
They have smoke-free.
They don't have those in bars.
Well, that's a bar. He can play there. It's still a bar, and they still have alcohol, and little kids still aren't welcome.
That's not what they're talking about.
Bars. Some bars have no smoking areas.
Some bars are just not smoking.
Not everybody has the no smoking dictate that we have in Dallas or some of the surrounding cities. Okay. Where's this kid from?
I'm trying to remember. I want to say it's Wisconsin. Yeah, it's Wisconsin, yes. Because they're worried about him playing the Milwaukee bar circuit.
And all he does is the blues?
Yeah, he's a blues guitarist.
In Wisconsin?
I'd be depressed.
A little short white kid playing the blues?
No, he just saw it one time and he goes, that's what I want to do. And he just practiced day and night until he got it down. Just a little kid just having a good time, just trying to play the blues.
What type of clientele enjoys blues?
Sad ones? I can't think of any certain clientele. I've been to a lot of blues bars. No, I've been to a lot of blues bars, but...
I have bad news for you. Hang on, Tracy's going to tell us something. Is this big news, Trey?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, then.
I have bad news for you. Atlanta is predominantly black.
Wow. Breaking.
Man, you don't know how to ramp up to anything, do you?
Yeah, they do. You tease it first, then you go into a break.
So, again, you wouldn't have a problem with your kid being in a bar?
Not as long as I was standing right beside him. No, not at all.
Would you let a kid watch movies full of drunk people, people smoking, people cursing?
It would depend on the movie, but probably. At 8, not cursing, but smoking and drinking, yeah. You'll see that on the street. What? You'll see that in a bar, you see that in a restaurant.
You're okay with them being influenced by drugs and alcohol, but how dare they drop an F-bomb?
So you don't mind if he actually sees it in person. On television, you're probably going to have an issue with it.
With cursing. Drinking and smoking, you'll see that in a restaurant. See that at Chili's.
People get hopped up on nicotine and they curse.
Well, I would move my 80-year-old away from anyone that's cursing, clearly.
You're in a bar.
But, stand up in the middle of Chili's and go, GDMF, bring my fries.
Chili's in the bar.
Do they have a bar area? Kids can be around.
They're talking about a bar circuit. Are you not grasping this story?
I totally get it, but I'm saying around kids, no, I have no problem with that, no. And if they're cursing, then I move the kids away, especially at 8.
Where are you going to move him to?
Away from the people that are cursing.
He's on stage.
I realize that. If you got somebody, if I'm the performer, my kid's the performer, there's somebody cursing in the audience, you have him removed.
You can't have somebody yanked out because they're cursing.
Hell, you can.
You can't?
What bars do you go to? They can throw anybody out.
If you're disruptive,
that's disruptive.
But if you're just cursing, just in conversation that people normally do, no, you can't just chunk somebody out.
Sure you can.
Especially if it's a blues bar. You want to add to that, Trey?
No.
Thank you. So why have him play at a blues bar if you're going to throw out everybody that's cussing?
Because that's what the kid loves.
Well, then play at home in your living room by yourself, because that's what it's going to turn into.
He doesn't want to play it by himself. I think it's pretty cool the kid's doing that. Granted, it'd be cool if he was a little older, but at that age, as long as you monitor it.
One of those, Alfie.
People agreeing and disagreeing whether or not the kid should go into the bar.
I'm not taking these. We were bashing CNN earlier for having the viewer comments on the air. Some of them were, 8-10 minutes long?
Yes. That's why I hate headline news.
Why?
Because of crap like this.
Well, it's that guy with that oil thing on his head that always turns these things into the big controversy. It's like yesterday, that little Chinese chick that was lip syncing. They came back from a break, did a close-up on him. It's disturbing.
He's leaning into the camera with his hand on his chin.
What's disturbing about it? People lip sync.
Disturbing. Shut up.
All right, Alfie, which one? And I'm not going to belabor this.
Line 3.
All right. Yes, Sarah.
My dad used to take me to bars when I was about 6, and I wouldn't recommend it, JD.
Why was he taking you there?
Because he's crazy.
Designated driver?
Not a good father.
Where was your mom?
She didn't know. He had me for the weekend.
Okay, all right. Because I was going to say, if he took you out and brought you home and you smell like a carton of Cools,
no,
then that would be a tip-off.
He gave me a bath first.
How long did that go on?
Until I stopped hanging around him. He got in a wreck and it freaked me out, and I didn't want to hang around him for about 3 years.
And you never went home and told your mom?
No.
Did you enjoy going to the bar?
No, well, they gave me a Coke full of cherries, and I played Miss Pac-Man. I didn't really like it, though. It's kind of weird. The people were in there were kind of weird.
And did they curse?
Yes. And they were trashy, and they did not care I was there.
See? No respect for a 7-year-old.
I understand.
No.
Well, she wasn't on stage with a guitar.
Doesn't make any difference. You're still hearing it. You're still exposed to it. I just find it odd that... Thank you, Sarah. I'm sorry that had to happen. I think it's odd that JD's okay with a kid seeing all this stuff live, but if it's on television or in a movie, that's out.
No, watching a movie with drinking and smoking is fine.
And cursing.
Not at 8. I think that's... no, not at 8.
At what age can you hear cursing?
I would say 13, 15, something like that. They're going to hear it from their friends at that age.
They're going to hear it from their friends long before that.
I know, but I'm trying as a parent to pretend it doesn't happen.
All right. Is that it, Alfie?
Line 2's not bad either.
I don't want to talk to him. Thank you, though. So, John?
Yes.
Did you get your new scooter?
No,
what color is it?
I don't have
What size engine?
I told you.
Is it pretty?
On order.
Is it fast?
It's not. It's
what it costs?
It's the one.
Can 2 people get on it?
Yeah, I think they can.
Can I ride it?
No.
Did it have any more?
Yeah, there's 2.
Are you excited?
It's got 2
Well,
seats.
where is it?
It's got I don't have it yet. It's not in. I took the other one back. The 50 is too slow.
You can get no scooter. How do you know the 50's too slow? You never rode it.
The guy told me.
Why'd you buy it?
I really thought it would be faster than that. He said, top speed with my weight, it'd probably only do about 30. I was looking a little faster than that. So they got the 150 on order for me.
So Joyce said it's okay to get a faster one.
We didn't talk about it. She had other things going on with her kid last night.
So you went and bought it while she was distracted.
I haven't bought it yet. It's on order. I had a friend of mine, a buddy of mine, known me since high school. Hey, I dropped by the Pet Boys last night. When were you? I stayed there till closing. Joe, idiot. I wasn't there. I dropped it off and left.
Hold on. Yes, Gavin?
Hey, I Can you bring the wireless microphone outside, please?
Out front or back?
Out back, please.
Trey, you want to grab the wireless mic or you just want to stare at it and hope it floats outside?
He's becoming a Jedi.
And wireless. Turn it on.
Test.
Can you hear me? So why are you testing it? How's it going to know if it's on or not?
You won't.
Looks good to me.
Red light's on.
I can't even ask him what it is. Flo, run
I
that.
haven't got a scooter.
Oh.
JD, you pussy, I got a scooter!
You are such an ass. You went out and got a scooter just to make a point?
He can't hear you.
Oh,
A what?
JD,
What?
Gavin got a scooter.
Shut up! I don't know. He can hear me. Keep forgetting.
Flo, did you run the headphones outside?
Yeah. He's got looks like a Yamaha, about a 150. It's a nice scooter.
Oh, I can practice for when mine comes.
What color is it? Is it nice?
It's very nice. It's a very nice color of gray.
Those
And
I don't have one, you little weasel.
that's because Gavin's a big boy. His girl let him have one.
I've ordered mine.
No, you didn't.
Just not in yet.
You ain't ordered
You
this.
don't know that I haven't ordered it for sure, do you?
It's just the fact that you brought one up. I don't hear Gavin. Is he actually on it?
Yeah, he's tooling around the parking lot, enjoying his scooter, like JD can't.
I will. How's he doing on it?
He's doing good.
Come on, JD!
Shut up, JD.
Come on for a ride!
Yeah, you can see what it's like to be a big boy.
I oughta.
I'll let you ride it, JD!
I'll ride it during the break.
Hey, Gavin, does your girlfriend have a problem with it?
No! No!
See? His mama said yes.
Did you even ask her?
My mama didn't say
No,
no.
I just brought it home!
Gavin's a big boy.
Shut up. We got an email. Why do you guys have to give JD such a hard time about
Hold
his
on a second.
scooter?
What Gavin say?
What'd you say, Gavin?
A real man wouldn't ask. He just bring it home.
He said a real man wouldn't ask. He just brings it home.
I brought it home.
Man, you're getting dressed down by
I brought
Gavin.
Gavin's got bigger balls than you.
Shut up.
Gavin bought a scooter, and he actually gets to ride
I
it.
will get to ride mine when it comes in. He got a 150. I got a
Hold on. What are you laughing at, Trey?
Just the fact Gavin's got bigger balls than JD.
Has nothing to do with balls.
Oh, yes, it does.
No, I got one of the bigger scooter.
He doesn't have that trap floor when he puts his foot down.
Just the word bigger scooter. Don't go. I'll be more man.
What difference does it make? You don't have either
I'm
one.
going to have one. You don't know I didn't order it?
Did you order one?
No.
Julie's not going to let you have a
She
scooter.
doesn't tell me what I get and what I don't get.
Obviously, she does.
No, we discussed it.
And she said no.
She didn't say no.
How come you ain't got the scooter?
She said, turn it back in. It's underpowered. And I said, okay, that's a good point.
How big is that the bike that Gavin's got?
I'm going to guess it's probably like a 150. I mean, it's a pretty big, it's a two-person scooter.
It's nice.
Is it actually well, 150 cc's, that's big enough to be a motorcycle.
Okay, then, or maybe a 125.
That's still big enough to be a motorcycle.
Does it have a license plate?
What do you care?
Because I want to know if I need to get one.
Yeah, it does have a license plate.
Okay.
Come on, JD!
I don't. Oh. I hate this.
Why? Because Gavin's calling you a pussy?
No, because he doesn't understand the complexity of our relationship. Joy and I.
Yeah, he's in control of this.
No, I'm in control of mine. Shut up, you weasel.
I just want to listen long enough for Gavin to run into something. Because I don't think Gavin's never said anything about motorcycles the 4 years I've known him. I don't even know if he's ever been on one.
I have no clue. But
does this one, Trey, does this one have gears?
Yes.
That's a motorcycle.
That's a big cycle, yeah.
At least it looks like it does.
Tell him I'll come out there in the break and ride it. That's no big deal.
Don't you need to call Joy first?
No, I
and
don't
ask?
need to call anybody and ask anything from anyone.
I bet you get a call before the break.
I bet I don't.
Taking bets?
Absolutely.
I'm at 50.
Turning your phone off don't count.
Oh.
All right, Trey, you can come back in.
Okay.
Tell Evil to shut his thing off. All right, now what's the email?
Russ, why do you guys always have to give JD such a hard time, especially about this scooter? People in relationships care about each other. Joy was concerned about his safety and voiced that concern in the end. JD saw that riding on a two-wheeled death trap, which it could have been at 50 cc's, wasn't a good idea. It's not like she saw it and told him to take it back.
She didn't have to see it. She found out you bought it and told you to take it back.
Tell me anything.
And we're the ones that told you the same thing.
No, but I don't
you don't do well on bikes. You don't do well on feet. You don't.
I do.
Did you fall off that three-wheeler you bought?
No, I haven't fallen off that. Thank you very much.
Decided to just piss into the wind and go get something with two wheels.
Two wheels. It's easier to get up and down the bike path because it's skinnier. 2 wheels versus 3. You don't get blocked by the kids and the dogs.
You gonna ride the motorcycle on the bike path?
No, I'll take you down the roads.
You ain't getting one.
I'll get one. I just gotta wait for it to come in. That's all.
How come Gavin got one in the course of a day?
I have no idea where he got it. I'm buying the one at the Pet Boys.
And there's like probably 20 Pet Boys in the Metroplex?
I just like the one by my house. I trust them. I know the manager.
I'll tell you, give me the number. I'll call. I bet they can have one there this evening.
I bet they can have one delivered up here.
Absolutely.
We'll help you put it on your truck and you can take it home.
Then I won't be able to get it off the truck when I get home.
We live close together. I'll drive out there and help you get it off.
I'll just wait till Joy can help me unload it Saturday.
No, you're going to wait till Joy says yes.
She's not saying no.
Then you're going to try to hide it in an upstairs bedroom and hope she never finds it.
That'd be kind of fun. Middle of the night. What does that sound?
All right. Anything else before news?
Jesus, let me look here. Yes.
I found the 8-year-old guitarist MySpace page.
All right. What's it say?
Well, the thing that stood out to me was on his schedule of events and appearances. Tomorrow morning, he'll be on the CBS Early Show.
How did they turn this into a controversy?
Because it's a real slow week for news, and it's because it's a little kid, and he is amazing. So you watch an 8-year-old, even if you don't agree either way on the story, it's fun to watch an 8-year-old.
It's not a news story. I shouldn't even have uttered anything when the show started.
We took 20 minutes talking about it. It is fun. People obviously think on both sides of it.
What's both sides? He's an 8-year-old kid. He doesn't need to be in a bar. Who cares if he plays a guitar or he's got a monkey?
Both would be funny. But
he doesn't. Why is this a news story? So somebody said, all right, you know what? You're underage. You can't be in the bar. You're out.
It's as much about the kid being an 8-year-old, I would say maybe prodigy at this point.
There are a lot of prodigies running around.
And that's part of the story.
That also can't get into bars. Why they pick this one?
And the other one, in their tagline, here's an 8-year-old singing the blues. Oh, shut up. But this is the emails about Live 8. Do you care?
All right, go ahead. How long before we need a break, Cliff?
A minute.
Go ahead.
Russ, will you please get some video of your band performing at Live 8? I'm in Austin. I won't be able to make it to Dallas this weekend. Please, I'll pay the price for a ticket, whatever it takes. Thanks. Have a great show. And this is LaToya in Austin.
That got nothing to do with what the Palladium does. Hold on.
Count cart.
Gavin.
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
How's your new ride?
Oh, man, it's awesome.
Have you ever ridden a scooter before today? You just went and bought that just to make me feel bad?
Yeah.
I don't think he bought it to make you feel bad.
No, I just bought it. You
Bought
guys
it
were
to make you look
talking
like a
about it. I got motivated, man.
Oh, they are fun.
And you didn't have to. How do you know?
Because I have ridden them before. I've had motorcycles before.
Just not when you were with Joy.
No.
Did you have to check with your girlfriend?
No, I just brought it home. She came down to the garage, and she's like, what's this? And I was like, check it out, new scooter.
Great. So, I'll do the same thing.
No, you won't.
I will.
Good luck.
Damn, I hate you.
Gavin, do they have a video crew scheduled for the Palladium Saturday night?
Video and audio.
How do we know that? Because you told us I forget what the last venue was, that they videotaped it, but nobody bothered with any sound.
Right. No, I made sure it's in the contract, and we're paying for it.
I thought you paid for it last time.
No, I paid for the video. Apparently, I didn't pay for the audio. I didn't make myself clear, so we have made ourselves clear several times.
Well, In your defense, normally when somebody says they're sending out a camera crew to cover an event, normally you get noise to go along with it, especially if they're shooting a concert.
Although that is a hell of a bait and switch.
Yeah.
Just right there in the fine print.
Nope. If you look around here.
You just checked off video.
But I was assuming that came with the sound.
Well, that's why it's called AV. 2 different words. A is going to cost more. You got the V.
But we have both this time.
Is that right, Gavin?
Yeah, we have both. Really excited.
There's a goddamn story of that freaky kid on CNN again. What TV is that? 3?
Yes. Yeah.
It's my favorite feeling to play the guitar.
Looks retarded.
But listen to this. An anonymous email sent to state officials complaining, hey, he's too young to play in clubs. The state of Wisconsin agrees and sent his father a letter saying so. So his father has asked the legislature for help in changing the law. For now, the boy can only play at festivals in Wisconsin. Talon says the problem just adds fuel to his desire to be a blues guitarist. We've been asking for your thoughts on this little music.
Lady.
I'll have 20 minutes of those thoughts next.
What kind of guitar is that he's playing, Chloe? Is that a Dean?
Yes.
Flying V?
Adaptation of. It's just called, it's like a star guitar, kind of.
He looks like a monkey.
8-year-old kid.
So it looks like a monkey.
He does not. It's cute.
8 years old in a bar is not the place for them.
There. Thank you.
Well, some lady from Florida. She should make all the laws.
Do we need a break here? All right. Let's go look at Gavin's new ride. Not you, John.
I can go.
No.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
I don't want you missing shows because you got grounded.
Welcome to the Treehouse, the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Yeah, Alfie, you can go ahead and get him on now. I wanted to talk to somebody just for a couple of minutes that really had a take on drilling, how long it would really take. There's somebody that doesn't really have a political alliance, so you're going to get more of a straightforward answer as opposed to rhetoric and anything from the environmentalists.
Without an agenda, somebody that really has done this for a long time.
Yeah, somebody that researches it, that this is all that they do, as opposed to somebody like Obama who decides he doesn't like drilling. Flip-flops, let's drill.
Drill's good. A little bit of drill.
I hear people want it. Won't drill too deep.
No, we have to drill deep.
No.
We have to drill deep.
You never go full bore.
I have another clip from that movie today, by the way.
What?
Tropic Thunder.
No. Hold on. You ready, Dan?
Yeah, man. All right, traffic right now brought to us by Cantina Laredo and also brought to us by Toyota of Richardson. Right now, not a whole lot going on, just one minor problem to tell you about in Dallas. 175, the CF Hahn Freeway eastbound at Bear Street. An accident has been reported there. That's really about it right now. There's your check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Dan. Mid-70s for the low tonight. Pretty much 90s the rest of the week, but a little cooler for the weekend. We're at 93 now at Live 105.3.
And what's his name?
Ted Harper. He's a senior analyst with Frost Investments in Houston.
Oh, all right. Mr. Harper?
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm all right.
How long have you been analyst with Frost?
I'm going on to my ninth year now.
All right. What's been the biggest reason for the big jump in oil prices over the past year or so? Because we've gone through times of it would spike, then it would level out, and it would be based on our consumption. We've cut back, and just up until recently, it hasn't started to come back down.
You're right. The response with respect to the U.S. consumer and consumers globally to higher prices tends to have a lagging effect. There tends to be sort of this is an anomaly. I'm going to continue to go about my business as I always have, and hope that prices at the pump start to go back to what I consider them to be normal as a consumer. But the long and the short of it is, over the last 3-4 years, the change in commodity prices has to do with the developing economies of China, India, Brazil, former Soviet Union, as well as the increased demand coming out of the Gulf states themselves as they continue to industrialize.
So even though we're cutting back, it's the industrial revolution that's going on in China and where else did you say, India?
Exactly.
So even if we cut back, they're going to soak that up.
In time, yes. I mean, there's going to be some dislocations, kind of like what we're seeing now, where because the U.S., which equates for close to a third of demand globally on a day in, day out basis, as we slow down economically, as we alter our behavior, that's going to allow for incremental barrels to kind of be sopped up by some of these other nations. Assuming their economies remain relatively robust, we would expect that looking further out, say 18, 24 months, that that demand would come back on pretty robustly.
They're going to keep sucking it up.
Exactly.
What with offshore drilling, with the current technology, is there really any downside to this?
The limitations are more labor, as well as the lead times with respect to getting the the drilling rigs themselves, and the equipment. The industry, as you guys well know, has gone through many booms and busts, and as a result of the last bust in the 80s, you went through pretty much close to 2 decades where the industry was operating in a pretty lean fashion, and you didn't have a lot of new blood coming into the industry, and as a result, you've got this very large gap of seasoned individuals.
I don't know why we seem to go through this every 10 years or so. When Carter was in office, he addressed the American public and said, this is something we got to take care of now. We can't just continue to think that we're going to be dependent on other countries and we're going to be able to make it through the rest of our existence. We have to do something. Now we're eating it, and probably more so than ever. Now all of a sudden, now it's back in fashion. Let's go drill.
Well, 10 years ago, when the time to drill would have been around, who would have done it?
We should have done it back in the 70s.
Absolutely. But again, as he's about to tell you, I'm sure you got to get to a point of disaster before we're willing to do something, and then there's the lag time.
So there really would be, how many realistic years? If we said we're going to start offshore drilling, how long before we would actually see oil going into the market?
Well, actually, there's some pretty well-known deposits off the coast of California, and it's been speculated that you could actually have some of that oil actually on the market in as early as, say, 18 to 20 months.
I didn't know it was that quick.
The quickest window. Now, when you start talking outer continental shelf, you're talking about areas of the Gulf that haven't even been shot from a seismic standpoint. So it's basically virgin material. Well, also, and that would take a while to look at.
Also, the oil that we think is off all the different coasts, we're not really sure if that's accurate anymore, because that was gauged with antiquated seismic equipment. Now we have new technology. There may be more oil out there than we ever knew.
Absolutely. That's certainly a possibility.
Are we going to look into nuclear?
You would hope, given the issues confronting the U.S. consumer, that if we want to see the domestic economy grow at a rate above 3% or 4% sustainably longer term, that we would be looking at not only nuclear but other sources of renewable and alternative energy.
Do insiders think we're really going to drill at some point, or is this just political rhetoric to get us through the election?
Well, clearly, given the fact that we've got a large election in November.
Is this really an analyst? Because it sounds like Jeff Corrin from DNL.
Yes, he's really an analyst.
I don't believe him.
But, I think that there has been a shift.
We're ready to drill.
That they are certainly willing to explore the opportunities that may exist off our own coast.
All right, really, this is the only question I wanted answered. Where do you think we're going to be in a year with gas and oil prices?
Near term, with respect to gasoline, I think that prices are going to continue to come down. Same with oil. We would suggest that the marginal cost, the last incremental barrel to come out of the ground, at least here in North America, requires probably about $90. So we're looking for basically oil to retrace to a range of, say, 100, maybe 90 on the low end, to about 120, 125 on the high end, just given the fact that the economy domestically and globally seems to be slowing.
And I know it was about this time last year when they speculated oil was going to hit under $100 a barrel by the end of 2007. Everybody panicked.
Well, yeah.
Now we'd give 2 or 3 testicles to get it back down to $100 a barrel.
Now that we're looking back going, well, 100 would be nice.
All right. Ted, you have a website for your company you want to plug or anything?
We're affiliated with Frost Bank, so www.frostbank.com, and there's a little bit of data out there with respect to our financial management group and the things that we do.
Should I be investing in oil?
Energy is certainly one sector within the economy that we continue to think represents good relative value.
That was a good answer. Do you have to talk like that to keep yourself from getting sued?
Let's just say my internal compliance guy.
Stop it! All right. Thank you, sir, for the visit. I appreciate it.
Not a problem.
All right.
God, I'd hate to ask him what he wants for his birthday.
I mean, he's a financial analyst. I mean, that's...
I just want some easy answers. Where do you think we're going to be in a year with oil? I think it'll come down.
You're not going to get that out of an analyst, because then you're going to throw it back at him in a year and go, what happened to that, mister?
Well, he still said he thinks it's going to drop down and then balance between 100 and 125 a barrel.
Is oil a good investment?
Gobs of cash.
Man, I'm fantastically rich.
I bathe in oil.
Oh, and he manages an energy fund, so it goes beyond oil.
I sit down with one of these guys in investment.
So he also covers investments maybe in wind, geothermal, nuclear.
Yes.
All right.
Have you ever seen one of those in person? One of those wind? I don't know. Fans?
Windmills?
Yeah, windmill, yeah. I didn't want to be so antiquated. I don't know if they're actually called windmills. I saw one blade of those going down the highway over the weekend. I had no idea how big those suckers are. Because every time you see a photo of them, there's never anything around to give
you don't
sort
get
of perspective.
It's just other turbines, yeah. How big are they?
It's a size, one blade was probably longer than your standard 18-wheeler trailer. Maybe with
45,
the truck.
50 feet.
It was huge.
Well, you always see them in the air.
Well, yeah, next to other turbines, so they look small and they're spinning quick.
Well, you've got a jumbo jet in the air. It don't look big.
Well, that's true, but yeah. I didn't know how big they were either. I think they have different sizes, but that farm they have out in, where's it, Arizona? Something like that. There's miles of them.
Hurry up, I'm getting overstimulated.
Done.
All right, thank you. The only problem I can see with people, because I saw it as I was coming in, it looked like Racetrack was changing the prices on their sign. It looked like gas was coming down again. Is we're going to get complacent and we're not going to explore all these, like the winds and the geothermal and the solar, whatever else. Oil's not going to be the end-all, be-all. I hate to sound overly simplistic, but it's something that we got to do. And also look at all these other different options.
We stop panicking as soon as it starts coming down. People already are starting to relax.
All of a sudden you're thinking, all right, maybe I'll have to readjust my lifestyle.
Possibly done.
We've seen the worst, and it's coming back down.
No.
You wait till the hairy guys with the belly start scratching again, and oil's going to go back up. All of this is just to get us complacent. And then maybe we'll open the GM plants back up. Maybe we won't do the offshore drilling. We won't look into alternative sources. And then we're going to get that big hairy finger in our ass again.
We've done it for years. You've said this all the time. Every time we do this, back to muscle cars, back to hybrids, back to muscle cars, back to hybrids.
Yeah, you can't find a hybrid now. If gas continues to drop or level out over the next year,
we'll start canceling.
You're not going to be able to buy them for $1.
If you just made one that was kind of cool, kind of looked like a race car, you might have a tendency to keep them on the road.
Maybe. What is line one? Then I'm moving on.
He's a government professor at Northlake. He can explain why it takes so long for our government to get drilling.
We still interested in this?
That's up to you.
All right. Why does it take so long?
Well, for a number of reasons. Probably the biggest one is there's an assumption that they already know where the oil is, which, of course, is not true. Once they get out there, they got to find it. That could take anywhere from a year to 2 years. Then once they find it, they actually have to get the equipment out there. Everything has to be custom made. That's another year or 2 years. Then they actually have to drill the hole and get it out, which could be, if everything goes according to plan, that'll take at least a year. So we're talking a minimum of 5 years. But there's always things that come up. The environmental issues always come up. The labor issues come up. A hurricane comes up. So we got all of that. And you're looking at a minimum of 5 to 7 years. It just takes that long.
And I think the biggest thing the environmentalists go back and point at, I think there was some big oil spill back in the late 60s, and that's what everybody always pointed back and went, this could happen again.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the environmental stuff, it's not as big a deal now. Like you said, back in the 60s, it was a disaster every other day. But because the regulations are in there and the equipment is better, you have to take more time with it. That's the sacrifice you make.
Well, the biggest thing that's just frustrating, thanks, Jeremy, is we should have been doing this years ago. Even back into had we just started in the 80s, we wouldn't be in this situation.
And I'll give Carter that. He did actually come out and say that. I've seen that video you're talking about where he goes, this needs to be done today. Now, try, why were you shaking your head when he was talking?
Well, A, Carter said that because he got cut off. But B...
He got cut off from what?
That's when we had the oil embargo. So, yeah, he needed a comprehensive energy plan because...
Oh, I thought you meant June cut him off.
We do know where some of the pockets are.
June Carter.
Oh. What, Trey?
I was shaking my head because we do know where some of the oil is.
Oh, we do know where the oil is, and when we had Ted, what's his name, on the phone, I still think there's, with the current technology, with seismic equipment, there's oil out there we don't know about.
Oh, absolutely. But the other thing is, with these oil platforms, it costs about $1 billion.
But hang on, who cut Jimmy off?
OPEC and the Saudis.
Okay.
And that was gas rationing and everything else because of the oil embargo.
Well, he was still right. I watched the video a month or so ago, and it's audio that could run today and sound like it was part of today's news.
No, he was absolutely correct. There's no doubt about it.
But he was doing it because OPEC cut him off, not June.
Right.
All right. Never married to June.
All right. Okay. You ready for news, Dan?
I am.
Mm-hmm. Did you go outside and take a look at Gavin's new scooter?
Yes, it's very impressive. Very nice. Little Yamaha. It's very spiffy.
Where'd you get it, Gavin?
Stadium Yamaha, baby. 123 miles per gallon.
Jesus.
What size engine is that?
Jesus, I'm not an expert. 50cc? It's a Yamaha Zuma, is what it's called.
What do those things run?
I got it right here in my receipt.
What sticker on it?
$2,200.
Be a little bit more than I would think it would be.
Yeah, maybe. Anything else other than just the 50cc? That's a lot of miles per gallon, but it seems higher than...
I went outside and looked at it. It's street legal.
Yeah.
It's got 2 headlights, blinkers. You also left the key on, Gavin.
I'm getting used to it.
Well, what you're going to get with the Yamaha, too, is you're going to get better service, you're going to get better parts, more servicing that you get with, like, the one I was looking at.
Okay. And you're going to be able to keep it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. 123 miles per gallon.
I got it. You're not going to be able to ride it, though.
Oh, don't! No.
Telephone.
No.
Maybe it's Mama.
No.
I find it hard to believe he'd go out and dump $2,200 just to make you look like a pussy. It's a good investment, but just to make you look like a pussy.
Me too. And he'd borrow it maybe instead of buying it just for today to make me look bad. That would be like him.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know where he lives. I mean, that's a great little deal to just run around.
For his area, it really is a good... Yeah, that'd be the perfect vehicle for where he lives.
Be a perfect vehicle where you live.
Shut up. I'll have one when I get it. It comes in stock.
You haven't got one overnight.
He got the Yamaha. I'm getting the other version. The cheaper one.
Mm-mm.
Yes, it's a little cheaper. And I'll have it.
Did you do a legal ID? All right, 410, Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. Wednesday, August 13th, 2008. Birthdays today. Porn star Brittany Andrews turns 35. She has starred in 258 films, including Terms of Enslavement, Dom and Dahmer, Fight Club, King of the Load, and Swingin' in the Rain.
Classics.
And also, birthday today, Danny Bonaducci turns 49. Fidel Castro turns 82. Somehow he's still alive. Police say a man suspected of bursting into the Arkansas Democratic Party headquarters and shooting the party chairman has died. Police say the suspect burst into the office of party chairman Bill Gwatney and fired 3 shots. Gwatney is hospitalized and in critical condition. Police Lieutenant Terry Hastings says authorities chased the suspect into Grant County, south of Little Rock, and that he was fatally wounded during a 30-mile chase.
Now, I know he went there to talk to the, who was the guy that he shot?
Democratic Party Chairman Gwatney.
Yeah, he went there to talk to him. Did he go there to talk to him about something, and because they said he wouldn't visit with him, he shot him, or did he go there to talk to him to shoot him? Saying the story?
It doesn't say in the story. I've been watching the news, and they're being kind of sparse with information as to what exactly he was doing. At first, they said he survived and he got away, but then, of course, the big chase and he got killed.
Did you guys get my current Deadpool request?
Yes, that pulled a story regarding that, too.
What story?
What's that all about? Oh, what story? Dan, pull that.
It's more than 7 feet tall, weighs over 500 pounds, and walked upright. 3 Bigfoot seekers, including a Redwood City man, Wednesday claimed they have proof that they have found the body of the elusive creature in the wilds of Georgia.
Why you got to spring that on me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not hear about Bigfoot?
No.
Did you hear about Bigfoot?
Why would you put Bigfoot on your Deadpool list if you didn't know he was dead?
I didn't know he was dead.
Well, these people think they've got the body, and they're going to come out with the proof and DNA and everything else.
I want the points.
You don't get to... Well, first of all...
How do we know how old he is?
23.
You know this how? You got a birth certificate on the Bigfoot?
I've done research.
They're all 23?
No, just this one they found.
And what's this one's name? Since you know him so well, you know how old he is.
Big.
No. That's not it.
Biggie.
Not.
Footy?
No, it's still not Big or Footy.
I don't have to know his name. It's Bigfoot.
I know, but how do you know he's 23?
Tell they are.
On Friday.
77 points.
You don't get a dime.
Screw you.
You don't get any points for Bigfoot.
On Friday at a news conference in Palo Alto, they say they will present DNA evidence to prove the carcass of Rick Matt is that of a Bigfoot. That's his name, Rick Matt. Matthew Whitten and Rick Dyer, Georgia residents who lead Bigfoot tracking, or who lead Bigfoot tracking expeditions, said they found the body of what appears to be a Bigfoot in the woods of northern Georgia and will join local Bigfoot researcher Tom Biscardi at the news conference. This according to Robert Barrows, who was publicizing the event.
77 points.
You don't have a clue how old he was.
Do you know how old he is?
No, but I know he's not.
Shut up.
You don't have, what do you have, an ID on him?
He's 23.
So are they saying that this Bigfoot is actually a species and they're this in just one?
Well, there's got to be more than one because you wouldn't have the one.
Okay.
You got to have a mom and a daddy Bigfoot. They don't just pop up out of nowhere.
I don't think it's an immaculate Bigfoot, Trey.
Yeah. Little Bigfoot stork doesn't come flying over.
I just thought it was some kind of myth. I never knew they were in Georgia either. I just figured they were up north.
No.
They migrate.
There have been sightings in East Texas. Not that that's a shocker.
Yeah, that's just inbreeding.
Is that Bigfoot? No. That's my cousin.
We're having a family reunion. Put the cameras down. There'll be no Polaroids.
Among the creature's other physical characteristics, flat feet similar to human feet. Its footprint is 16 3/4 inches long, and the length from the palm to the tip of his middle finger is 11.5 inches long. Barrows said of the alleged discovery, I think you'll find that this is the real deal.
77 points.
You're going to have to prove how old he was.
I don't have to prove anything.
You also did it after he was dead.
I didn't know he was dead.
Oh, you just randomly went Bigfoot. It just came to you.
I really hate to do this, but I may have to side with Russ on this. Only because it's not known yet for sure if this is actually Bigfoot. Until that's known...
Why would he just randomly, on a nice sunny Wednesday afternoon, pick Bigfoot?
Hey, I'm not saying he randomly did it.
Same day the story came out?
You can argue about it all you want. It's 77 points.
Well, I guess with the DNA evidence, they'll tell how old he is.
They can't tell through DNA.
Sure they can.
No, they can't.
What do they have to compare it to?
I'm sure they can date the cells in some way, shape, or form.
That's impossible.
Okay.
He's 23. Go ahead, Dan.
Such a tragedy. The National Enquirer has been on top of the whole John Edwards affair story since last year, so they must have felt vindicated when Edwards copped to it last Friday. But in their unrelenting quest for the truth, the writers and editors at the Enquirer will not leave him alone, mainly because they believe he's still lying. The new issue of the Enquirer has more details about the affair. They say that, yes, Edwards did confess to his wife about his affair with Riel Hunter in 2006, but then he went right back to having adulterous contact with her. They say this went on.
So you skate on it. You've admitted it to. Why do you admit it to his wife?
What, was it almost out at that time? They were threatening somebody had it. It seems like this has been circling for a while. And maybe he thought he was getting ready to get caught. Okay, honey, here's the deal. You may be hearing some stuff in the future, and I'm never going to do it again. I got to run get some milk. I'll be right back.
Yeah, they were asking him questions about this on the campaign trail. I mean, it just never gained a lot of traction because it was really coming from the Enquirer. So people went,
Okay.
This went on well into 2007, and he was indeed still involved with her when she got pregnant. This again, according to the Enquirer. You may remember that when Edwards finally confessed having visited Miss Hunter and her baby at the Beverly Hilton a few weeks back, he said that he had gone there to talk to her about keeping the story private. But the Enquirer says he visited her there 3 separate times, which proves he's not only still lying to the American public, but also to his wife. Last Wednesday, 2 days before Edwards went on Nightline to confess the affair,
he screwed her.
Hunter was flown away to some undisclosed location on a private jet. Who paid for that? Edwards has said adamantly that he has not paid her anything in the way of hush money, and he doesn't know anything about payments made to her by anyone working for him. But the Enquirer says that Edwards
what is their heart on for him?
They just don't like liars.
Well, they also had this story, and everybody poo-pooed it, and now they're proved to be, see, we're legitimate.
Okay, well, he's admitted to it. Why do they keep smacking him around? Who really cares? And when they ask, well, why didn't you tell anybody? I didn't want anybody to know. That's why it's called cheating. You don't run around telling everybody, hey, I'm screwing somebody while my wife has cancer. I didn't want anybody to know, and that's why we funneled hush money into her to keep her quiet.
But hush money is going to also create the possibility of campaign funds being misdirected.
Yeah, when your campaign finance director...
Is he the one that was sending her cash?
Yeah, Fred Barron.
Well, they don't know where that cash came from.
Well, no, I mean, when he sold out of Barron and Bud, I mean, there's no telling what he's worth, so he can write her a check, $15,000 a month.
He who?
Fred Barron and Bud, Dallas-based law firm.
All right. And again, what do I care? The guy screwed around on his gargoyle.
People love this kind of crap. You kidding me? They eat it up, especially when it turns out to be real. Big guy that was walking around.
Well, look at the history that Clinton had leading all the way up to the White House. We already knew he was an adulterer, and not one with very good taste.
That one I don't understand at all.
He's out screwing things that look like the Falk monster.
And look in this right there. Look on the camera.
I'll go out and screw it in the woods. Nobody's going to find out about this. Till I has a Bigfoot baby. And the Enquirer's all over that. Clinton screwed everybody.
I know. Well, and the presidents go back to...
They should probably go check the woods. Where's Clinton from?
Arkansas.
I'll bet you there's a bunch of Bigfoot love babies running around in the woods.
People just love a scandal, that's all. Especially a good-looking guy, and his wife's got cancer. It's just...
He's a good-looking guy, and he's married to a troll. I want him to have sex. I want him to be happy with his life. It's not his fault that she got sick and probably caught something sitting on the roof.
Gargoyle. Stop it. Okay, but like I said, it's just sad. And especially women's groups are going to get behind this. Oh, she had cancer and he cheated on her. Whatever.
All right, well, get behind her. What are you going to do?
Well, there's nothing to do other than
it's just bad PR. He doesn't get to run for anything ever again. I don't care. No. I felt bad for him that he was married to that thing.
Well, he married
I felt bad that she had some type of cancer, but he did wait till she felt better.
That's what he says. And apparently he didn't. According to the recent thing with the Enquirer, he didn't wait.
Isn't she back into remission?
Well, she has incurable cancer. I think she is in remission, but...
All right, I'm sure she looked happy enough watching traffic.
On top of the house?
Yeah.
No. What, he built her a little stairway so she doesn't have to strain getting up the top of the roof?
Gargoyles fly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dildo!
I didn't know sick ones could fly. God.
You think those wings are ornamental?
What? Damn gargoyles don't exist.
Clearly they do.
They're not like chickens.
Gargoyles don't exist.
Well, neither did Bigfoot up until yesterday.
77 points. F you, mama.
I get it.
You did it right?
I totally get it.
went through this big of a stink when he got caught blowing sperm on Lewinsky.
I think it was a big...
And he was president. And we knew he had a history of infidelity.
I think it was as big of a deal at the time. This will be done in 2 weeks, I hope. But again, as Trey said, he's not going to be up for anything. He's not running for anything anytime soon. What do we care? Got away with it.
That doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother you. It bothers a lot of middle-aged women.
Well, Dan brought this up during the break. Would it be this big of a deal? Had what's her name? Is it Elizabeth
Edwards?
The chick he's married to.
Elizabeth Edwards.
Thank you. She didn't have cancer.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, if she was able to roll out and go marry somebody else and live happily ever after, probably not.
Actually, I think definitely not. I think it would if she wasn't sick, didn't have cancer, would it still be a story? Mm-hmm. Yeah, just because he's famous, but it wouldn't be near the backlash that it is
because they focus on the timeline of cancer, and luckily he points to the remission zone where he felt like it was okay. I don't care. I don't care if the guy's out having sex. Especially when first time I saw his wife on stage, John Edwards is there, and then they put up the CG on the screen that said, there's his wife. Well, all right, where? Is she behind that gothic figure? Somebody tell Gargi to move so I can see his wife.
Gargoyle. She's lost a lot of weight. She looks better. She's still wifey looking, there's no doubt.
Let me show you a picture of a gargoyle.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
No, I don't want to quit it. All right, who's it look like?
Let me look. Yeah, that's Liz on the campaign.
And he's somebody that you want to go out and have some sex.
I suppose, like I said, I don't
And if she's sickly, obviously he doesn't want to bother her with that.
I don't see what's a story either way, other than we just love to see our heroes fall, or at least people in the public eye.
Well, and America loves a sex scandal. Maybe not as much as, journalists love a sex scandal.
I still can't believe Clinton got away with as much as he did. Even
Clinton did it nonstop, even admitted that he had lied to Ken Starr during that entire investigation, said he lied to him because he didn't want him to win. And when Clinton left office, his approval rating was still in the upper 60s, near 70, and he had gone through all of that.
And that's because even though he's getting some mouth action in the Oval Office, he's on the phone with heads of state. He's still getting work done.
So you give him credit for getting a BJ, but he's still talking to people?
Actually, yeah.
I just think with Clinton, because even when he was running for president, the allegations were there. No, they were able to disprove a lot of them, or at least discredit.
But there was more than one.
Oh, yeah.
And it was ugly chick after ugly chick. And I don't really care what he was doing in the Oval Office, but why you got to get that one?
I guess he has a chubby fetish.
Because, yeah, the most powerful man in the world could almost have anybody.
JFK had Marilyn Monroe. He was married to Jackie at the time, wasn't he? Nobody had a problem with that. The only problem that we had with Clinton is he was screwing fat chicks.
Just ugly fat chicks.
I wonder who LBJ had.
Oh, Lord. Lady Bird. Don't. It's bad enough you say my president
Lady Bird was probably on the very end of it.
No way you could handle all that by yourself.
I'm sure there were a lot of chicks in between.
No.
Nice little presidential skewer.
Oh, God.
I had to step outside the marriage because from time to time I had to wait for a Lady Bird to heal up. So I'd have some little fillies come into the Oval Office, and I'd let them hop on.
Mm-hmm. It's bad enough he's an exhibitionist. He didn't cheat on Lady Bird.
LBJ?
Yeah. He got his job.
You got a penis that big. You're not just going to waste it on one chick. Go get her, boy.
Fetch daddy some.
Smell these panties. Can you go get me one? I'll bring back no dead one like you did last time. No, the panties smell that way. Sick 'em. You ready to finish news? And with all the infidelity that we know that Bill Clinton went through, especially after admitting that he lied to Ken Starr during the investigation. He's still out on the campaign trail, or was, pitching for Hillary, and people wanted to see that.
Yeah, well, and Hillary, even made comment of that a couple times. Families go through hard times, they heal, they get back together, and they're stronger than ever. That was her spin.
Well, and that,
what
But
else
did
is
he
she going to do?
He went through 3 or 4 of those chicks, didn't he? I know Lewinsky, and there were 1 or 2 while he was governor.
Flowers.
Paula Jones, Jennifer Flowers.
And those are the ones we know about.
Yeah. Jennifer Flowers was hot, but the other, Paula Jones,
Jennifer Flowers. Which one was that?
She was a blonde, big cans, posed in Penthouse, told her story of her sex with Bill.
I know the name, I don't remember her being hot.
She was pretty hot.
Wonder how that happened.
On the Clinton scale, she was hot.
Well, she was in Playboy.
Penthouse.
Whatever. All right, 4:38. Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ. Scrambling to find ways to punish Russia for its invasion of pro-Western Georgia, the United States and its allies are considering expelling Moscow from an exclusive club of wealthy nations and have scrapped plans for an upcoming joint NATO-Russian
That's our
military
big penalty?
exercise.
Yeah, we got to talk anymore.
We're going to kick them out of a club.
UFO, buddy, you're froze out. We ain't talking to you.
Is that the only thing that we've come up with so far?
Yeah,
Russia's ignored this ceasefire treaty. I believe the one that they signed, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've actually.
And aren't they continuing?
Yes.
I think their troops said that they didn't believe it. Isn't that part of it?
Yes, but the bombers are, and the planes
are still flying.
Yeah, they had got word of it.
What do they think? It was an email forward?
I ain't buying it.
It's an excuse to have everything still in place. We signed the ceasefire. We also signed this thing with RCA where we get all these CDs when you're paying for it. Screw you.
And who can really do anything to them? I mean, really, Russia.
And really, at this point, nothing. You can make. That's what we're back to. It's a Cold War. You got each side is just going to make faces at each other for the next 20, 30 years.
Nothing will happen at all to them. They could literally take over Georgia Trey and turn it back into Russian territory.
I mean, unless we want to go to war with them, there's really not a damn thing we can do, and we're not doing that at this point.
That's what I said. There's all it is just lip service. Bush can chastise, and they can kick them out of whatever clubs that they want and not let them in or check their ID. It doesn't make any difference. Nothing's going to change.
It's almost better for Russia in a way, because then they can go, okay, do all that stuff. Fine. Hang on a minute. Y'all moving closer. Well, just bombs continue.
Another thing that they're pointing out, and it's true, is there's Russia.
Thank you.
There's a nice oil pipeline that runs right through Georgia that could shut off about 1 million barrels a day to the world supply, which not a whole lot, but it's still oil would go through the roof.
Just through 1 million barrels a day?
I think it would spike back up.
Let them have Georgia. Take Arkansas. I don't really care. What do I care what's going on that side of the planet? The only time I'm going to care is if it affects oil prices. Then I want us to do something. But we're not going to do anything.
We can't do anything in this case, but almost everything that happens over there somehow affects us.
What else do we have to hit them with? Can't really do economic sanctions, can we?
I mean, the UN could. We can't. But the UN's not going to do anything. I mean, France is over there trying to, broker a peace deal. See how well that worked.
They're convincing.
How did France get in on this?
Their president, who's
bring me the bottle. I'm bored with the show. How did France get in on this?
They just were designated themselves, wanted to go talk to Medvedev, and Sarkozy is the French president name, and try to broker a peace deal, which they did. Everybody signed it, and then they went back to bombing.
Fantastic. Go ahead, Dan.
In a down economy, some Florida college students have found a new form of financial aid: food stamps. The number of Sunshine State students receiving stamps was up 44% in July compared
Why are they in college? How are they getting college if they're getting food stamps?
You still have government assistance, loans, grants, that sort of thing.
Don't go to college.
Well, they're trying to better themselves and go to college and get, degrees so they can get out and make more money. But right now, I think that later in the story it says if you make less than $1,000 something a week or a month, whatever it is.
How'd you get into college?
Some people can just get enough to get through college. Junior colleges, things like that. And then
what colleges are these, Dan? Because I went to junior college, Eastfield, because I couldn't afford to go to North Texas.
They're talking about the entire state of Florida, but they actually talked to John English, who's a Palm Beach Community College student, saying it's pretty much impossible to get by anymore without some help, and he's received stamps.
I don't want them to have food stamps.
Well, at least they're trying to better themselves versus somebody
while somebody else pays for it. It's not really bettering yourself if somebody else eats it for you.
But if according to the government,
especially if I got no say so. If I want to donate or send them food stamps, all right. But if it's going to come out of my taxes and I have no say so, I don't want you to have it. And I want you to go to college, especially since I had to spend 8 years at Eastfield. And I didn't get food stamps, and I had to work 3 jobs just so I could pay for everything. I bet most of these kids ain't even working. Are they?
Well, to qualify, a single student must have a monthly income of less than $1,107.
Well, that's easy enough. You don't get a job.
And meet one of the following criteria. You have to be the caretaker of a child under 6, or participate in a federally financed work-study program, or work at least 20 hours per week.
They have to have a job for at least 20 hours a week.
Well, you have to qualify for one of those three. So you can have a job, you just still need the extra help, because 20 hours a week is not going to get you to $1,100 a month.
It just sounds odd to have somebody in college and they're living on food stamps.
They're at least trying to get better as opposed to the people sitting on the couch getting food stamps that you're still, your taxes are still going to them. These people will at least at some point get off the food stamps.
Well, at least the people sitting on the couch eating free food, I'm not having to pay for their education.
Well, these people are paying for their own education, I believe. They're just trying to get a little extra for food.
Get a gig.
And they have a gig, 20 hours a week.
Unless you got a baby.
Unless you have a baby. That's
you got a baby, you don't have a job, and then I get to give you food stamps so you can go to college.
Yes.
What kind of jacked up society is this?
One that helps people that are down and out.
If it were private industry, giving them the cash, hey, you want food stamps? Here. But don't make me pay for it if I don't want to.
It's the government. If the government wants to change it, they will. Apparently, there's even a way around this thing. What is it? This is interesting. If a parent pays $700 per month directly to a landlord for a student's rent, that doesn't count as income for the kids. So in other words, my son, he makes less than $1,000. If I gave the money I send him every month directly to his landlord, that wouldn't count as his income. But since I put it in this bank, it does.
And as a parent, if you've got the money for that, why can't you feed them?
Well, you could, but sometimes that's a whole lot of money for people. Just enough to help the kid pay rent.
I understand where you get mad at people who are just...
Talking to me?
Yes.
All right.
Get mad at people who just suck off the government and sponge and just take and don't do anything.
Yeah.
At least these people, they're, like JD said, they're trying to better themselves. They're going to school. They're going to become a productive member of society.
Nobody else paid for my college education.
Did you ever apply?
No.
Okay, that's your fault.
I didn't want to. I wanted to go out and get a job and pay for it myself.
But it was available. It was probably available.
I didn't know that. It still wasn't the point. I didn't look into it. So I had 3 jobs.
But you could have probably gotten a Pell Grant or something where you help pay for your school.
No, I didn't want a handout. I wanted to do it for myself.
Well, then don't be bitter that it took you 8 years.
You're a dick.
How long were you in college? I forget, Trey.
4.
And you came out with what?
A degree.
Yeah, okay, just check.
And look at you now.
Oh, God. That was at Trey, right?
That's kind of at everybody.
Even after 8 years, I couldn't take all the credits that I accumulated and squeeze them together just to get even an associate's degree.
Yeah, we called up there one time and asked him, if you take everything he had, put it all together, what could you come up with? And went,
I had enough hours to have an associate's degree, but I didn't have all the right courses.
Right, they were in the wrong place.
I just took anything that I was interested in.
Just not what you do in college. But did you ever have possibly someone that pulled you aside and went, you're scatter shooting here, focus on it. What do you want to do? What do you want to be?
I had a bunch of instructors tell me I was a dildo. And they said, I had one professor, I've told this story, it was Dr. Viamonte at North Texas. He pulled me in his office one day. They said, you can be a dildo and probably get by your entire life. He goes, well, why don't you give it a break for a while and see what you can really do?
Very nice.
I didn't listen to him.
No. Well, as Dan would say, look at you now.
Still doesn't mean anything.
Well, you've made it.
But I also had a lot of instructors that would just pass me because they knew I could do it. I just didn't want to.
God, I never had any. I had one like that, but most of them were like, yeah, okay, no. 69 means 69. You failed.
Yeah, I had a couple of math courses at Eastfield I never went to. I passed both of those.
Why were they? Just because you're a nice fella?
One of the professors actually helped him move one weekend.
You passed. You suck. Well, at least they got you through a little bit.
Go ahead, Dan.
Hungarian weightlifter János Baranyai.
I saw that. I couldn't watch the video, but I saw the still
There's
shot
video?
of this. Yeah.
I only saw the photos. Damn it. Hungarian weightlifter János Baranyai's first Olympics ended in agony when he dislocated his right elbow in the ugliest moment yet of the Olympic weightlifting competition. Baranyai was trying to snatch 148 kilos in his third lift in the men's 77-kilo division.
Hold on, what is that, John?
Here's the pictures.
Have you seen these, Trey?
No. When his elbow popped out of its socket. No longer.
Oh, man. Here, Trey, I'll ramp you up. Here's the first one. You can't really see a whole lot. It's a side shot. He's screaming, but you can't really see his whole arm yet. Okay, that one's safe. You show Chloe.
It's the right arm, by the way.
Oh, man. I've had a dislocated shoulder. I can't even comprehend.
Okay, here's where he loses control of it, and his right arm bends in the wrong way, which they probably counted off for form. There it is. Here he is, dropping the weights, which I'm sure he also lost points on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no longer able to support the weight of the barbell, his right forearm bent backward. The 24-year-old Hungarian fell to the floor in shock, shaking and crying out in pain.
Here's afterwards when the medics are looking at him. They haven't taken time to straighten his arm out yet. And that is. And there he is lying on the floor, crying.
That's my favorite shot.
Like, dude, pop it back in, pick that up, and walk it off.
Oh, you hush, Shady. Russ is on point here. In the last part of the story, it says Hungary's coaching staff and competition officials rushed to his aid as he lay trembling on the floor, his arm limp and twisted out of position. They brought a stretcher out.
Yeah.
No, not yeah. You get your pussy ass up, pick up your elbow. It's an arm, not a leg. Pick yourself up, spit on the barbell, walk off the stage.
Oh my God.
Preach it, brother.
Have you ever had anything dislocated that badly?
Oh, yes, I have.
That
10 weeks with a
badly?
rod straight down my shoulder, into my arm, all the way to my elbow. Guess what? I walked off the field. And sat in an ER for an hour and a half.
Especially a weightlifter.
Yeah.
So you're angry because he got medical attention.
No, because he's a big baby.
Oh, look at that arm.
If I was Hungarian, I would be livid with this man for being a bruise upon our country.
Oh, he's in shock.
His arm popped out, his elbow popped out of the socket. That happens all the time with hockey players. I've seen them play with no legs.
And they still walk.
When you're in shock, you really can't do anything.
They had the stretcher come out because he was embarrassed. I dropped the weight. My elbow wouldn't hold up.
Yeah. Oh my God! Have you ever? No, Russ, you've never had pain like that. It's incredible. It's unbelievable.
Yes, it's incredible, but not in his legs. It's in his arm. Your feet still work. Get up, walk off stage.
If you're in shock, I don't believe I've ever been in shock. Do your legs still work? You still able to walk?
I don't know. When I busted up my arm and shoulder, I wasn't in shock. I stood up like a man.
Well, they took out my heart. I didn't even break a sweat.
Eastern Bloc moron.
We need a break.
Call an ambulance, please. Call an ambulance, please. Call an ambulance, please. Call an ambulance, please.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Call an ambulance, please.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Daniel?
Yes.
All right, what do you got?
All right, traffic right now brought to us by Don Davis Auto and Reliant Energy. Good news is there's really nothing that bad going on. No major wrecks, but you do have your standard places. stop and go or heavy traffic. In places in Dallas, such as 35 southbound between Inwood and Industrial, nothing new there. 75 both directions between Woodall Rogers and 635, stop and go traffic, again for no good reason. And on 635 both directions between 35 and 75, still stop and go traffic. We're still learning to drive here in Dallas. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Dan. Nothing really changing weather-wise. Mid-90s throughout the week. Mid-70s for the lows. We're at 94 now at Live 105.3.
You want to see the video of this Hungarian guy losing the weight?
Oh, yeah. You found it? Sure. Oh, God.
Let's see that bitch.
Oh, dear God, Dan.
I'm surprised you'd want to see this, John.
As soon as I said that, I thought, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Then I thought, no. It's going to... I just know that pain. I know, Dan, you know it too, but you're tougher.
It's
Dan would spit on it.
I watched it during the break. It's a quick snap.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe one.
Well, it's not like he held it for a couple of minutes while his arm was...
Well, you see those stills and you don't know how long all that took.
It's not like a Steven Seagal movie where he just bends it for 5 seconds and it snaps.
All right. I believe the commentary is boring.
Okay.
Last left foot. Snatch discipline.
All right, he walks up to the weight.
He's been very consistent. 140, then
I understand this part.
Now 140.
Oh, my God.
On the button.
I don't know why, but it's better because it's a British accent.
Why is it funnier?
It just is.
His elbow ceased to function.
Such a tragedy here in Beijing. I say, he's effed.
Little chap.
Man, that's going to count against him with their judges.
I say, he just picks it up.
This parrot's dead.
Holy is past.
Yeah, I'll start it again.
Okay.
Trey, do you want to see this or not?
Yeah.
Last left foot. Snatch discipline. He's been very consistent. 140, then 145, now 148. On the bar.
Reaches down, stretches. Grabbing the weight. That was a horn. He's still preparing. Now, how long after the horn does he have to pick it up?
I'm not sure.
I'm so sorry I watched that.
What is that, like a clean and jerk? And right as he got it to the top is when his elbow snapped in the opposite direction.
Yeah, he's doing the snatch, which is, you start like you have to snatch it, turn your elbows underneath towards the bars underneath your chin.
I've never really watched the Olympics before, but he did it wrong, yes.
Yeah, that's bad form. That gets you no medals.
Now, had he shoved his elbow in the opposite direction and held it,
you give him every medal at the Olympics.
Go see it again.
No, I can't watch that again. That's disturbing.
You guys watch it.
Yeah, play it again.
I didn't even get to the point of listening to the announcers.
I still want to hear I want to hear the snap again.
You can hear it?
Yeah.
I screamed.
All right, he's getting ready to lift. Here it comes.
Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, no, that's terrible.
All right, that's worth it.
God bless the British.
They're good at that play-by-play, aren't they?
That's not good. What a gut shame. You want it again?
Yeah. You can hear, it sounds like a thud, but that's his elbow, because it's not like his feet are leaving the ground and he's stomping on that wood.
Well, yeah, that's the only thing that could make noise at this point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
I'll just listen.
Here comes the jerk.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, no, that's terrible. Oh, he's dislocated. That's just awful. Now they come and...
Well, that is absolutely tragic, and thank goodness the...
Oh, they were prepared for this.
What the hell is that?
You have a bunch of Chinese come up with... what are they holding? Mats? Whatever it is, it's just to block the view of the camera so you don't see the guy rolling around.
They just came straight out like they were ready for something bad to happen.
Almost.
They look calm, as if like, oh, it's our big moment.
Yeah. So you had like 6 of them walk out with these blankets or whatever they're holding and just block the camera view.
And of course, it has the Beijing Olympics 08 logo on it. Just in case you forgot.
But what you can tell from the still shots is when they come out and they block the view, they go to an overhead shot.
No, we won't be blocked.
All right, here it comes again.
Oh.
And snap.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, no, that's terrible. Oh, he's dislocated. That's just awful. Now they come and...
Well, that is absolutely tragic. And
now they blocked the shot.
The loaders have come up and blocked that from view. And this young man from Hungary will be in an absolute world of pain, dislocating his left elbow.
Show it again in slow motion. Here it is.
Oh, we don't want to see it again. Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible.
And here's the overhead shot. As if it wasn't enough. I told you blocking it wasn't going to change anything. Perhaps at this point would be a good time for a song. Always look. There it is.
Oh, stop showing this, for goodness sake.
Yeah, we don't need to see this anymore, thank you.
Yeah, the overhead shot's worse. You look straight down and see the elbow shoot forward.
We don't need to see this any longer. Wait a minute, another angle.
Well, I'm no longer bored with this. I realized we had so many cameras.
You've slow-moed it, actually.
Oh, my God. But first, this word from Nabisco.
Prepared. That kills me. They were prepared with people to come out and block it just in case something happens. Well, and it didn't even look like they were upset, scattered, like somebody would, hurry, get out there. They just went, oh, here it comes. It's out of the blocking time.
It's like horse racing. I'm sure they've trained for it. And
it's true.
It's so much better. Someone comes out and shoots.
Well, at this point, they'll be putting him down. It's a very sad moment. Who'd like a Triscuit?
First day bells, now Boris.
Terrible.
Right, here's the other overhead view.
Yeah, we don't need to see this anymore, thank you. Well, the pain of it all.
Oh, nice.
We don't want to...
And then here's the shot from reverse.
You're kidding me.
From behind him. Yeah. They had all this crap ready instantaneously.
No kidding.
But here he is,
Snap.
a very brave lift from the Hungarian. He looked as though he had it at one stage, and it also...
Yeah, he did.
What an insult. Son, you were almost there.
He had it at one point of the lift, and then his bloody elbow went up. How very sad. Do we have any more Triscuits?
He appears to be pointing at someone behind him.
It's the camera.
All right, here's the last time. What did Eddie want?
Eddie wanted to know what website that he can look it up at.
What does he care? What? He's blind. He can listen to whatever we're playing. Let me see where I found it. It's live leak, as in leak.
Okay.
.com. You got to dig around for it. It is one last time.
I don't see it anymore.
Well, then don't look.
He had it at one stage, and it also clipped his back on the way down as well.
Yeah, that's like insult to injury. The weight falls on you.
Well, the good thing is he was leaning forward, so it sort of got on top of him, but then it just rolled right off his back. But now his elbow is rolling uncontrollably.
I would make it a prerequisite if I was in the Olympics or a pro athlete. If something like that happens to me, who was it? Was it Theismann?
Yeah.
He went back for the pass and his leg just...
Lawrence Taylor folded it.
Okay, well, whoever did it. I don't want to wait on some type of pain meds or the paramedics to get out there. I want you to come out with a tire iron and knock my ass out. I'm not kidding.
No, you're
I
right.
don't want to sit there and wait for somebody to come check and see what happened. My leg come off.
Well, it appears to be broken. We have to check it out, though.
No, you don't check nothing out.
EMTs are
You
on
go
the
out
way.
to the trunk of the Buick and you come back with my anesthesia.
I don't think there's no need to diagnose. The whole stadium knows the diagnosis. at that
EMTs are on
point.
the way.
I will not sit there and writhe in pain while somebody comes out and expect you come out and drop something on my head.
They come up.
I don't care if I die from it. I don't want to lie there and go through that.
A couple little Chinese people come out, block one of them, goes, you just see an arm go up. Nothing to see.
Well, you can tell it by the noise they've administered the anesthesia. Could someone please get me more crackers? What are you about to say, Dan? When they
Their grocery list is Triscuit's and tire iron. That would make sense, though, when the EMTs rush out, those first responders on the field or whatever, in their little EMT tackle box, all their little syringes and everything and medicine screw, at the bottom of it's just a tire iron.
He's fine.
The anesthesia's not taking effect. Luckily, when we administer this, we don't have to look for a vein. We hit them until we find one.
That's so sick.
All right. Ready to finish news, Dan?
Sure.
All right. Why the hell was Eddie asking for the website? What'd he say?
He just said that he wanted somewhere to look it up at.
He doesn't have a computer that
brings up Braille or whatever. You can't even read about
it. You can't read, can't do anything. No. He doesn't have a voice synthesizer.
He's just trying to be cute. To his own Eddie show.
Oh. Well, he's a card.
Yes.
Go ahead, Dan.
Well, speaking of the Olympics, the Chinese are kicking our butts when it comes to gold medals. So far, they have a total of 16 of those, while we only have 10. But the only number that counts is the total number of medals. That's where we are in the lead. The U.S. has 27 to China's 24. Coming in third, South Korea has 12. Australia has 12 as well. And in at fifth, Russia with 11.
Has China always done well in the Olympics?
Yeah. Especially in gymnastics. They do very well.
Well, it's because they got a bunch of 12-year-olds running around.
Yeah. I watched some of that last night after the news, or before the news.
I hadn't paid attention, and I wouldn't have noticed, had anybody not brought it up, that all their gymnasts look too young to be at the Olympics.
I wondered that last night as I was watching it, as a Chinese, especially a couple of the Chinese gymnasts. Had someone not mentioned it, I still would have thought, wow, they look really young to be considered 16.
I just remember in the old days with Russia would get them when they really were young, training them all the way up for the Olympics. And they were all tiny little girls. So
maybe Trey's right. Maybe they specifically breed them, and when they're born, they tack on a few years on the birth certificate, so really there's nothing to go back and trace.
Well, and plus a lot of them, their small stature comes from just stunted growth because of the, excessive training, weightlifting, and all that stuff.
Yeah, because they have the same program like Russia did. They start them young. I mean, like 2-3 years old, and they keep them in that program if they think you've got the potential. I mean, obviously, if they fail, they get cut out and weeded out, but they train those girls so hard, it's unbelievable.
I know the TV ratings are good for this. Anybody in this room watch it, the Olympics?
Oh, yeah.
I did last night.
Okay. I just never watched it. It was always boring to me. I just wondered, is it just bragging rights we're going for? The most number of medals you can go, we got them?
I think the Michael Phelps and the swimming and...
Well, that's exciting. Something really above and beyond.
I mean, and he's also breaking world records. And at this point, he's got more medals than Mark Spitz did from the early 70s. So you have that. And you got the Hungarians who are coming apart. Oh, that's going to be very bad news. I don't believe he held it long enough.
No, I don't think it was.
Now, was that him, or was that a new box of Triscuits?
This is how it appears to be. Oh, that's terrible.
Let's not watch this more than 12 times.
Actually, let's not watch this from this angle again. Yeah. Let's go to the other one.
Quite bored. Let's do the overhead.
I got it.
Speaking of the gymnastics, the U.S. women's gymnastics team blamed stadium officials Wednesday for distracting one of their athletes who went on to make crucial mistakes that destroyed their gold medal hopes.
Distracting them how?
U.S. team coordinator Martha Caroli said officials at Beijing's National Indoor Stadium disrupted Alicia Sacramone's preparations for the balance beam. She said first they called her name up, then they did not even put her name up, even though the Chinese had already finished. Basically, they're saying that they held her back.
She was all ready to go. She was psyched up, ready to go, and then they went, no, not yet.
Yeah, they said she went on to say she was mentally prepared, and then she had a mental break. Then, after not doing the job on the beam, the floor exercise, her concentration was bothered.
Kind of like when they try to ice a kicker.
Exactly. They're accusing the Chinese of icing the gymnast.
Well, when I read the story, I just thought it was finger pointing. Well, I blew this because they had me wait too long. But if that's a technique they really use in sports, and Obviously, the Chinese are sneaky bastards.
Yeah, and it goes to the whole, perception of China in these Olympic Games. They're faking fireworks, passports allegedly, and now
computer animated
swimmers.
Yeah.
No, they computer swimmers. No.
That's why that lane's green. And actually,
hold on a second. Which one of those, Alfie? Dude? Yes, Eric.
Hey, you guys are talking about the gymnastics, the Chinese gymnastics, and one of the girls was 16, and she actually left her family when she was 3 years old and tried to go back, wanted to leave the camp and go see her family, and only see her family once a year during the gymnastics camp or whatever, and now she's 16 and doing the gymnastics for China.
So they take them at that age, 2 or 3, and they lose contact with their family?
They lose, yeah. Well, she said they got to see her once. She saw her family once a year, and after that, it was she couldn't see her family anymore. And then she tried to leave and or asked them to leave and go back and join her family. She didn't want to do it anymore, and they wouldn't let her. I guess she was really good, and they needed to keep her or whatever.
That sounds communistic.
It is.
Very.
Oh. You're good.
All right. Well, then that was a fair evaluation.
That's Nadia Comaneci.
What about her?
That's what they did to her. They took her at 3. And
the family has no say-so.
No, they see the talent. They're keeping you. They consider it, and they're investing in you. I mean, you could...
Well, I didn't have the kid just to hand off to somebody.
It's for the good of the country.
Oh, okay.
What they say, was it Iran or Iraq? They had the soccer team that didn't win. They started killing them when they got back.
Yeah, Saddam Hussein's. I think it was Usay or whatever. Yeah, he killed the soccer team.
Now, did they know that was going to be an issue when they came back? Because I don't think I would have stayed with the team.
They knew they were going to get punished. I don't think they knew some of them were going to get killed.
Had anyone been punished like that before?
It was alleged that, yeah, when you didn't perform, you got your ass beat.
You want to go hang up these banners for the new tryouts for the soccer team?
What happened to the team from last year?
Well, they're not with us. They didn't perform very well.
It was very trashy. Goddamn.
Okay, and JD asked if anyone's watching the Olympics. Apparently, just about everyone is. The top 3 spots in the ratings, Friday, Sunday, and Saturday's Olympics, primetime coverage on NBC. 34.9 million viewers on Friday. On Sunday, 32.3 million. And on Saturday, 24.1 million people.
I don't remember the 04 Olympics. Was it the last one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Having this type of media buzz. It mostly because it's China and all the terroristic threats, and we're just waiting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think this is considered China's kind of coming out party. Well, to the world that they're now a big-time player. Athens, and maybe it's just because there weren't that, you have the Michael Phelps deal, and it's been so hyped up this year.
So the answer is no, there wasn't that big of a media blitz in 04.
I don't think people were watching it as much, no.
You know what I said?
Uh-huh.
All right, thanks. Yes, Lori.
Yes, the girl who screwed everything up last night for the U.S., the one who fell off the balance beam and then she screwed up her floor, I disagree that the Chinese, they may have messed with her, but I don't think so. She just flat out screwed up. She did that in the prelims, and I would have slapped her if it had been me when she fell off the floor. And you could see the look on Marta Caroli's face after she fell off the beam. I mean, she cost us the gold, but, hey, whatever. What are you going to say?
Yeah, I haven't watched any of the Olympics, sort of the opening. Why are the Chinese, are they being slow with everybody, getting them up and having them stand there and then letting them go?
I didn't think so, and I would have never thought that until you all said it. It's just that girl. For life of me, I can't think of her name. Although I was calling her plenty of other names last night, but she fell off the beam and then she screwed up. The floor exercise. She fell and rolled and she screwed up the prelims. So my answer would be no. I don't think so.
And you'd slap her.
Blame it on that girl, and I cannot think of her name for the life of me.
Well, that's all right.
My daughter was in gymnastics.
Alicia Sacramone.
Yeah, that's it. Bingo.
What are your thoughts on the Hungarian guy?
I haven't seen that. My kids called me at work. They were watching it on YouTube, and I haven't had a chance to see that one yet. So.
All right.
I just slapped him.
Okay. I'll have to watch that later.
All right.
And actually, it was the Caroli chick, the team coordinator, was the one that was pointing the finger at the Chinese. The girl gymnast, the Sacramone, said, I screwed up. It's my fault. We don't have a gold medal right now.
In a situation like that, why are you going to blame anybody else? Finger pointing, nothing's going to change. They're not going to go back and evaluate it. There's not going to be any investigation. You got some of the Chinese girls that are alleged to be 13 when they're supposed to be 16. The Olympic Committee already said we're not going to investigate it. So it doesn't matter if somebody's on the side during the gymnast going, swing! It doesn't make any difference what kind of noise you're making.
It shouldn't. Even, like I said, even the girl that fell said it was my fault, pure and simple.
And she wasn't the only one. There was another girl that messed up on the floor exercise.
But you're going to do that. There are going to be people.
Well, why are you going to blame somebody? It's not like one of the Chinese guys was standing on the side going like this.
With the magic removable finger trick.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, wait, I'm about to do the. Oh, where'd the finger go?
That's just jackass.
Well, is it the coach? The coach that said this, right?
Yeah, it was the team coordinator.
You try to make excuses for chicks. Chinese are evil. They do that finger trick to everyone.
Oh, they're bringing out the finger cut. God. Line 4. How long before we need a break, Flo? Now? Trey, did you run the mic outside?
Yes.
We're going to go ride Gavin's bike. Not you, John.
I can ride it.
No, you can't?
I can.
No? Yes, Alex.
Hi, that lady was incorrect. That is something that the announcers that lady just spoke to you about the delay. They were actually saying that during the men's competition and last night's the women's competition, that there was a clear delay in posting scores that should have been easy to post for the Americans.
All right, just for the Americans. It wasn't a delay that happened with all the different countries.
It was across the board except for China. Does that make sense? It was clear. It was a clear thing that the announcers were saying last night in the men's competition.
And again, what's the reason to bring it up? Nothing's going to change. They're not going to go back and reevaluate. They're not going to reevaluate the scores.
No, it's not going to matter. But the 14-year-old, 12-year-old girls won, so it doesn't matter.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
And has anyone known, had they gone back to try to prove these girls are 13, or are they just going to say, you know what?
Well, they said yesterday in the report, there's not going to be an investigation.
Okay.
So even if we were to go back and do some type of investigation to show that they were 13, 14, still not going to change anything. It's got to be the Olympic Committee to go back and overturn it and yank medals away.
And they've already just said, nope, no problem.
Yeah, let's see. How far are we behind, Chloe?
At least 6 minutes.
We're that far behind? Well, this is going to put you in a quandary. Gavin.
Yeah.
Ready to ride your bike?
Oh, yeah, let's roll.
All right.
Absolutely.
Anybody else want to go ride?
I'll go. I can ride it.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Close that mic on. Trey, what are you doing? I don't hear no mic. Is it set up or not? Excuse me, just one moment.
Yeah.
Is the mic set up?
I can pull it back my head right here.
Is it plugged in?
This is.
Open that door right there.
It's all within the hall.
That's okay. I'll be able to reach. Try! Are you ready?
I am.
I didn't do it.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We don't know what's next, but we do know it'll be good. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Coming to ya on a dusty road. Good loving, I got a truckload. And when you get it, you got something. So don't worry, 'cause I'm coming.
Do you have the mic run now?
Yes.
Why wasn't it run during the break?
Because I'm a moron.
Oh, no, you won't.
And
you'll be defensive.
I got the ends. I brought the wrong ends.
Into what?
Like the plugs.
Wrong end of the cord?
Yeah, I had them reversed.
Oh. You hear me screaming at you on the two-way?
Yes.
Yeah. I was just funning.
Sitting there laughing. He goes, watch this, JD. He screams at you. And he goes, is that good, buddy?
You put together some nice cuss words together.
I get very colorful at moments. It's like, is it run now?
It's run.
I hear it. But I don't want to do it now. All we can hear going into the break is the mic out there. Well, it'll be any minute before somebody gets him some headphones and he actually gets a handle on. Test. That's all we got on this end. Funny to listen to. I prefer those things to be planned.
There's a short in the headphone deal, so if you don't hold it just right, I can't hear you. And that's what
Why don't you get it fixed?
I didn't know it was there.
Oh, all right. Well, it's nice to check these things out on the radio.
It had never happened before.
You want to do some more news, Dan?
If you like.
Then we'll all go test out Gavin's new scooter.
At some point, I have a clip from that new Tropic Thunder movie I'd like you to hear. It's kind of funny.
Why?
Maybe later. It's just funny. Everything about this movie, all the clips I've seen are funny. And I have the protesters, the CEO of the Special Olympics, two of them, talking about how this movie is terrible for retarded people.
All right. Is this the guy that I saw yesterday?
Timothy Shriver, the CEO of the Special Olympics, and the chick with him, I assume, is also a Special Olympics, Gail Williamson.
We believe this film humiliates people with intellectual disabilities unnecessarily. There's one use of the N-word, 17 uses of the R-word.
DreamWorks knew they had line.
So if they said the word a few more times, they'd be okay?
Apparently, it's the balances out.
I don't understand the logic of counting the N-words and somebody saying retard. Because now they're going back and equating retard with the N-word.
An angry
and when somebody says retard,
slur.
That's not an angry slur. It's just calling somebody a retard.
It's absolutely
It's like when midgets equate being called a runt with the N-word. If I was black, I'd slap your runt ass.
Yeah, there's not a history of anger and abuse hooked up to retard.
Let me start this again.
We believe this film humiliates people with intellectual disabilities unnecessarily. There's one use of the N-word, 17 uses of the R-word.
DreamWorks knew they had...
He won't even say retarded?
No, he's not going to use it.
One use of the N-word, 17 uses of the R-word.
DreamWorks knew they had lines that are going to stick in people's head. People are going to walk out and they're going to use those lines, and they're damaging.
There you go. And they're damaging. Did you hear that?
Damaging how?
They're going to walk out. They're going to say
nobody's going to walk out of that movie and think any less of mentally handicapped people. Especially people that are retarded. You don't think in those terms.
Because these people are with the Special Olympics, I guess they felt the need to get out and protest.
Well, do they feel that Hollywood creates words in the English language? Those are words that we all already use. They're just giving us a different context to use them in.
They're seeing it because we're making fun of it. It's in a comedy versus...
the word retard is funny.
Especially the way they use it.
All right. We have the two clips. You want to?
I want to hear her talk again.
Okay.
DreamWorks knew they had lines that are going to stick in people's head. People are going to walk out and they're going to use those lines, and they're damaging.
What lines are going to stick? You never go full retard.
That's kind of good, Dan.
I like that now they use the term intellectual disability. Then you encompass just stupid people.
If there has to be any type of label, just say handicapped. There's no reason to actually label a child that's retarded.
Kids,
just say my kid's handicapped.
Kids are going to use that word. Kids are ugly. They're mean. That's about the only people that are going to really look at someone who's handicapped and use that word.
Right. An adult's not going to go see this movie or any other movie with the word retard in it and then go after the Special Olympics and go, come on, hustle up, retards! Come on! It's not going to happen.
They're not. That's the whole point. Give me an R.
All right, where's the, what's it called, Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, 39 is the, you went full retard, and then the new one is 58.
Okay, who's in this scene?
58.
The one that I'm about to play, you're retard.
Okay, well, the two characters are Kirk gives some advice to Alpa, which is the actual real black guy in the movie. And
all right, so you got a real black guy, and the other guy in this scene is Robert Downey Jr.?
Right.
That's important to know with these setups.
Okay. It's the real black guy and the fake black guy talking.
Never go full setup. No reason to help me out. All right, here it is.
For your information.
All right, so the high-pitched voice is the real black guy.
Real black guy. He's telling him he's very wealthy and he has a lot of things going on.
For your information, my revenue stream currently generates $2 million a year in charitable contributions for my community. And why am I in this movie? Maybe I just knew I had to represent. Because they had one good party in for a black man, they gave it to Crocodile Dundee.
Pump your brakes, kid. That man's a national treasure.
What'd he say?
That man's a national treasure. He's talking about the Crocodile Dundee. He's called him Crocodile Dundee.
I got it.
Pump your brakes, kid. That man's a national treasure.
I just wanted to throw another shrimp on your Barbie.
That ain't funny.
I'm sorry, a dingo ate your baby.
You know that's a true story. Lady lost a kid. You about to cross him in line.
Man, I'm sick of this koala hugging it.
For 400 years.
Here
He knocked him out?
He just slapped him to make him stop. And now he's going to give him a history lesson.
Man, I'm sick of this koala hugging it.
For 400 years. That word just kept us down.
What the?
Took a whole lot of time just to get up that hill.
Let it play.
That word just kept us down.
What the?
Took a whole lot of time just to get up that hill. Now we up in the big leagues. Cannot turn it back. Long as I live, it's you and me, baby.
That's the theme song for the Jeffersons. You really need help.
And just because the theme song don't make it not true.
I want to go see this movie tonight.
Just one time, I got to go full.
All right, is that all the clips from this?
Yeah, that's all. They had other ones, but not as funny as that one.
The only reason this movie is getting any attention is just all the protests.
Now it is, certainly.
Because I wouldn't have heard about it unless the retards came out.
I just saw the clips that were funny, and then these people are helping them out a lot. Because, well, you're right, it wouldn't be on Entertainment Tonight and Extra if it wasn't for the protests.
Yeah, and especially if you got people out protesting, talking about all the retards in the movie. I can't wait for it to open. Has it already opened?
Yeah, today's first day.
It's movie gold.
Have you not seen it yet?
I have not. I was going to go tonight, but I can't.
Why not?
I have something else I got to do with Joy.
Oh, no.
What?
She won't let you see it.
She'll let me see it. It's just, we have something else planned. That's all. She'll let me see it. We'll see it.
Jay can't go to the movies.
I can go to the movie.
You can't go to the movie.
I can go to the movie. I'll go to that movie.
On your scooter?
Shut up.
Man, you done gone full pussy. Never go full pussy.
Thank you, Daniel.
Why is it you can't go see the movie?
We have something else planned tonight. Her birthday's coming up, so I'm doing something nice for her.
I thought you didn't have a party for her last week?
No, that was a couple of weeks ago. It was her mom's birthday.
Oh.
Her birthday's actually Saturday.
What are you going to do for her birthday?
I'm not going to tell you. It's a surprise for her. Well, Saturday, doing nothing, obviously. We have the band and we have the show.
But you're celebrating her birthday tonight?
We're just going to take her out. Yeah, I'm just going to take her out somewhere.
She won't let you go see the movie?
She'll let me see the movie. I've chosen to be with her in somewhere else tonight.
Where are you going?
It's just a restaurant. No big deal.
Okay.
That's all. We're just taking her out.
Who chose the restaurant?
It's her favorite. It's her birthday.
He gets out on this one.
All right, fine.
It's her birthday.
I don't know. Maybe you had a surprise in store for her.
If I did, I'd tell you guys. No way.
All right.
Suddenly, I'm 7 years old again. No way.
You're out for the night. You're okay. It's her birthday.
All right.
But the rest of the year, you don't go full-blown pussy.
Go full-blown pussy.
You went full-blown pussy when you lost your motorcycle.
Motorcycle. I'm getting another one. It'll be better than Gavin's and bigger and everything else.
I was just going to say, that's the whole thing about the Special Olympics people protesting. They're worried about us using the word retard over and over and over. Actually, we're just using the phrase that sets up retard and plugging in other words. That's what I'm taking from it.
Adults aren't going to go see this movie and then walk out and start screaming at retarded kids. It's not going to happen. Man,
what?
You went full-blown retard. Stop slobbering on my eggs. I'll bag my own groceries.
That's what makes, that makes no sense at all. No one's going to come out of this and do that. That's a Kroger.
Truth of the matter is, people are using retard a lot more now, discussing all this.
Had they backed away from this and not said anything about
it's
it,
one scene.
There'd have been no stick. Is that really it? One scene with the never go full-blown retard?
Well, they said they counted 17 uses of the R word. So
There's only about 5 in that, so they probably said it a few more times. But it's an hour long, hour and a half movie. And they said 17 times. The guy counted.
All right. You ready for news, Dan?
Oh, God.
Yeah, man. Give it y'all.
Never go full news. On June 28th, 25-year-old Jake Basinger of LaSalle, Colorado, and his 3-year-old German Shepherd, Cash, went missing. Officials from the county sheriff's department conducted an extensive search, but when they couldn't find Jake, they stopped looking. After a month and a half, there was still no sign of Jake until last...
Oh, I saw this story. This is nasty.
Yeah, until last Sunday when a rancher found his dead body in the middle of a remote field.
You never go full-blown dead.
He did.
My nose just went retarded. According to officials, Jake's gun was next to his body, and it was apparent he had taken his own life. But Jake's dog, Cash, was still with him even after he'd been dead for 6 weeks. According to police, Cash survived by eating mice and rabbits, and at night, she guarded Jake's corpse from coyotes and other animals.
Why does that make me sad?
Just that that dog sat there just... I guess, you wait for your...
Why would you go out there and take your dog with you, knowing you're going to blow your head off?
But why would you blow your head off? Just self-centered ass didn't care about his dog or anybody else.
Well, he also had a family. I'm sure that his dog wasn't forefront in his mind, but why you take your dog out there? And plus, my house, I blow my head off. Dog's going to eat me.
6 weeks later, screw it, we're hungry. Lunch. Asshole.
Yeah, but no, you're right. Cash, the dog.
Did you say a-hole?
No, I don't think so, but hit the delay. In case.
You said it or you didn't?
I slurred something that may have sounded similar, but I didn't say it. It was similar, but it was 2 different words, and I'd rather not repeat them right now, next to each other.
Man, you're going full-blown Tourette's. What was it you were trying to say?
I said the word ass.
Yeah? You better put some distance in this one.
And then much, much later in the thought process...
I put a little more time in there.
I rode a scooter.
All right, you can say it now.
And I took a U-turn, and the word O came out.
I think you can say...
You can, but it was just the way I put it all together.
That sounds like some kind of... Actually, it sounds like a cereal. And it looks just like one. What flavor would that be?
That would be,
like Count Chocula?
They come in chocolate, and they come in, of course, cinnamon.
Maybe some stars.
Possibly.
Anyway, Cash the dog. Good, you got it.
You never go full-blown crustacean. On before we need a break. All right, let's try the scooter thing here. Is the mic set up?
Mic set up.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Man, you got a full-blown broadcast. Yeah, I hear it on. All right.
Go.
Chloe, did you say you wanted to ride it?
Hell yeah.
John, where are you going?
I'm going. Where's the wire?
There's a hardwired mic out there. Somebody take the headphones.
Oh my God.
All right. Gavin, you going out there to ride your scooter?
Yeah, I'm telling him to be careful.
All right, who's got on the headphones? No one. Anybody near the mic? Trey's got it. Are we set?
Yeah. JD's going to ride it first.
No, JD's not getting on it.
Oh.
Chloe wanted to ride it.
Oh, Chloe's going to ride it.
Don't let JD on it.
All right.
Now, is that actually Chloe?
Yeah, that's Chloe.
All right. I'm still not buying the fact Gavin dumped $2,000 on this scooter.
I'm with you, especially since he couldn't even give you money that he owes you for Live 8 to play.
I forgot about that. How's Chloe doing?
Chloe's doing fine. Obviously, he's been on a scooter before. This is probably the first time he's done it sober.
That is so much fun. I want to go.
Don't let JD on it.
You can't get on it, JD.
I want to go.
No. It's Gavin's bike. Let Gavin ride it.
Oh, Jesus. Gavin, let me go. I can ride. Wait
Like a bunch of 7-year-olds.
You gone full-blown juvenile.
Now, Gavin, on the other hand, is a little wobbly.
I think this is the first scooter or whatever Gavin's ever had.
Yeah. All right, he's going off.
He's moving.
Oh. Oh, God.
Thought I heard a thud.
What?
You did.
I didn't hear it. What?
I don't want to ride it.
What?
Gavin can't ride for bits.
Gavin, what?
He hit the dumpster.
I thought I heard a thud. It sounded like the bike just kept on going away from him.
I didn't hear it. You want to tell me what happened?
I don't want to ask him. He was going by me, behind me, and past Trey the microphone, and he just, for whatever reason, turned into the dumpster. Absolutely. I think he thought he was going to go.
Hold on a second. Credit, Trey. What is it, Alfie? Who's on the hotline?
David Henry.
Yes, David.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Are you on the high?
Yeah. He's got a scooter in his pants.
I just had a fart. That's all.
It's not a fart, that's an engine.
It's a poot.
I didn't hear it.
You had your headphones on.
Well, sadly, my headphones aren't protecting me now.
KLLI, sorry. I didn't know it was coming.
How do you not?
I don't know it was coming.
Just give me that then, Club.
Ow!
Give me the raid.
Don't spray Raid in here. It's really not that bad. Get out.
Oh, God! Quit it! Stop it!
It's poison, man.
It's dust off.
Oh, said it was Raid.
Here we go.
Oh, that smells
That's Raid.
God!
It wasn't that bad.
You never go full-blown methane.
It's going to be the running thing.
Goddamn.
All right, this last check on traffic it's brought to you, let's just say by Live 8. Right now in Dallas, 35 southbound at Ledbetter, there is an accident reported there. And in Richardson, on the Bush Turnpike eastbound at Alma, the 2 right lanes are closed, back up all the way to Custer. And in Fort Worth, 121, the Airport Freeway southbound at I-35, an accident is blocking the left lane, and that has traffic stacked up to Riverside Drive. There's your last check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
All right, thanks, Dan. 71 if the low tonight, going to be upper 90s the rest of the week, maybe some showers on the weekend. 93 now at Live 105.3.
I really didn't have any interest in this Tropic Thunder movie until actually Dan was the one that got me hooked on.
Yeah, me too. When I first saw the retard clip, he's in there cackling. I went, why is so funny?
The entire theme of the movie, the plot is what?
It's a movie within a movie. You have a movie production with a group of,
actors,
hyped up actors, and they cause troubles on the set. The director says, screw this. They actually dump them in the middle of I think it's a drug war somewhere. I don't know exactly where. And they all think that it's just part of the shooting style. The director tells them.
But it's a real drug war.
It's a real drug war that the director drops them into, but he tells the actors, we're trying a new thing here. You're not going to see any cameramen. There are cameras everywhere. You just don't see them.
All right. And Robert Downey Jr. plays the one of 2 black guys in the movie.
Yes. And his character, he is an Australian actor that has won an Oscar, apparently, and he really takes his role seriously.
Yeah, Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. Slow, yes, retarded, maybe, braces on his legs, but he charmed the pants off next to him and won a ping pong competition. That ain't retarded. You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
If you took the protest out of this, be no chance of me going to see it.
No, of course not. There'd just be another movie to open midweek.
Now, all I want to do is go see it, and I want to wait for the DVD, and they put the outtakes in there.
Oh, I mean, this is going to be priceless. And actually, I think what they had to do was, because I first saw the trailer for this, God, it must have been 8 months ago.
You showed it to me a long time ago.
And I think what they did was they were originally going to release it in the spring, but I think they realized they had a gold mine on their hands, and they pushed the release back into later in the summer.
And Dan actually brought up a really good idea during the break for DreamWorks.
All right.
You let the protests stop. They're done. The movie's already been out for a while on whatever, made all of its money, and then you give a nice fat donation to the Special Olympics for all the advertising they've done for you over the past recent times. And that way it doesn't look like you're buying your way out of it, because all the protests have stopped. Then you give them the cash.
That'd be slick.
Give this money to the retards. Because they're full blown.
Not call them retards.
They need this. Well, and then don't take the money.
Well, we like the money, but would you not call them retards, please?
Yeah, give it to the retards.
Don't say that R word.
They're full blown.
Gavin.
Yeah.
How you scooter, man?
It's not good.
All right, what happened? Because I couldn't. Dan said he heard a thud. I didn't hear anything.
I was doing that straightaway in the back parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried, for some reason, I was trying to work the brakes and everything, and while I was doing that, I kind of lost control, and it turned, and it went to the dumpster.
You never go full-blown waste management.
I just wanted to open it up in front of JD.
You went full-blown Amtrak.
I didn't say that for a reason. Thanks, though, Trey. You're an idiot. I hit the delay, Gavin. It's all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So how bad is the bike?
Scratches on the rims. Just scratch.
He locked it up before he hit, so all I saw was the rear tire go up as he smashed right into it. It was hard enough to make the rear tire go up in the air.
Okay, well, that would explain why you still hear the engine running after he crashes into the dumpster.
Yeah, well, yeah, he didn't destroy the engine or anything. He popped way up. I thought he was going to go head first into the dumpster. That would have been funnier.
You almost went full-blown Owen Hart.
Always wear a helmet.
Is this audio?
Yes.
Where does it start?
It starts right as you're saying to Trey that you don't think Gavin's ever done this before.
I think this is the first scooter or whatever Gavin's ever had.
Yeah. All right, he's going off.
He's moving.
Oh.
I still don't hear the thud.
I heard it. Listen to it again.
I think this is the first scooter or whatever Gavin's ever had.
Yeah. All right, he's going off.
He's moving.
Oh, yeah. Gavin, did you get hurt?
No, my heart's beating so fast right now.
You went full-blown value, Jen.
Stop it.
You have any road rash or anything?
No, just a little scratch near my ankle. I'm very lucky. I'm so flustered right now.
Why are you flustered?
Because, man, I ran into a dumpster.
You went full-blown meatloaf. I think this is the first scooter or whatever Gavin's ever had.
Yeah.
Gavin, you were outside recovering, so you didn't hear the phone call at the very end of this. So you'll enjoy this.
Okay.
All right, he's going off.
He's moving.
Oh, God.
Thought I heard a thud.
What?
You did.
I didn't hear it. What?
I don't want to ride it.
What?
Gavin can't ride for piss.
Gavin, what?
He hit the dumpster.
I thought I heard a thud, and it sounded like the bike just kept on going away from him.
I didn't hear it. You want to tell me what happened?
I don't want to ride scooter. He was going by me, behind me, and past Trey and the microphone, and he just, for whatever reason, turned into the dumpster. Absolutely. I think he thought he was going to go.
Hold on a second. Quit it, Trey. What is it, Alfie? Who's on the hotline?
David Henry.
Yes, David. Gavin, you're not laughing at the phone call.
What a jerk. Not even concerned about my safety.
Obviously, everybody knew that nothing bad had happened because Trey was laughing. All right, that's not true. Yeah. You went full-blown NASA.
Oh, stop it.
Wow. I use Amtrak yet?
Yes.
No, all right. But you're okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. You going to keep the scooter?
Well, first I got to get...
Is it still rideable? Because I wanted to ride it before...
I think it's right. It's just basically scratched up.
But he didn't lay it down. It's still rideable.
Yeah.
I look at the front wheel, the only thing I would question, because it's hard to see hit.
You went full-blown Wile E. Coyote.
No.
All right. Ready to finish news, Dan?
Sure.
Okay. 6:18. Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. Here's a nice little did you know. Did you know that in some states it's actually illegal to work as an animal masseuse, even if you're certified to massage humans? Now, animal massage laws...
I rub dogs.
You're a masseuse?
You never go full-blown canine.
Now, animal massage laws vary from state to state, but in some states...
They had to institute laws to keep people from rubbing dogs?
Well, it's like people in some states, you need to be specifically credentialed to work as an animal masseuse. Obviously, animals are going to be a little bit different than people. You need to know what you're doing. But in other states, the only people who are allowed to massage animals at all are veterinarians.
What are you afraid of? People abusing animals, and I was just rubbing him.
Well, I'll put it to you this way.
10 shoulders.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Would you?
I had to, man. Dog went full-blown pink. Never go full pink. Look like an amusement park. I'm looking down, all of a sudden there's this guy pink thing. Tried to rub him.
No. I don't think that'd be appropriate.
And just because you got some kind of license from the state doesn't mean you're not going to molest dogs.
I mean, you're a little less likely if you've had to get a license and they know who you are.
Who's going to testify?
Well, nobody, obviously.
All right, so what are you worried about? Why would you have to go get some type of certification, especially if the dog can't come back in court and paw at you?
That's why. Somebody catches you, you go, I got a license. Back off. Just rub this dog.
Does the dog seem happy?
Well, it does seem to be a little happier.
All right, then.
Well, but I know you shouldn't have been rubbing where you was rubbing. They didn't look tense at all.
Man, it's pink.
I know.
It's my color. Mm-hmm. Plus, it's pointing at me.
I understand now.
So taunting.
Yeah, he's doing it for a reason.
Oh, didn't you rubbed?
He wanted it.
Slut dog.
Fall is right around the corner, so why not make the most of the rest of your summer by hitting up the nude beach? Here are some reminders on nude beach etiquette. JD pulled this story, by the way. Number one.
You take pictures and you masturbate.
No, those are two things you don't do.
No, that's actually number one. You take pictures and you masturbate.
No.
Good job, Rick.
If I'm on a nude beach,
you'll be thrown off the nude beach. You take pictures. That's the biggest no-no.
If you're on a beach and there's no expectation of privacy, I can take pictures.
Most nude beaches have markings as you enter the nude beach. You're entering the nude beach, no photos.
You could put up pictures all you desire, but if you're outside, there's no expectation of privacy, and I can take pictures and masturbate.
You can't masturbate ever, much less when you'll get thrown off if you take pictures.
All right. What are the rules, Dan?
Number one, a lot of nude beaches are divided into different areas for families, couples, singles, and homosexuals. Find the area that will be most comfortable for you.
Oh, that would cut trade mid-drink.
Well, how do they know? How do you know when you go to a nude beach what the category is?
Again, there are signs pretty much that describe what you're entering.
All right, so this one says this is a homo beach.
Are they words or pictures?
They would be words.
You never go full-blown pictogram.
Hippie Hollow for the longest time really got to be kind of a homosexual hangout. Even
in Austin?
Yeah, down in Austin. Like Travis, that was really just, it went without saying. Everybody sort of knew it by the time you get down there and it was all men. You're going, I don't belong.
Something different about this place.
And there's places like the Ponderosa that are obviously for families with little kids running around. Some just for couples like in Jamaica.
Well, the Ponderosa is a nudist camp. It's not a beach.
No. But
you actually have to check in.
Places
With
like
a beach, you could just actually walk down there.
In places like in Jamaica, there's big signs that say, from here on out, it's nude, it's couple, and your places like hedonism, where it's obviously going to just be couples.
Well, is it usually if there's one nude beach, do they try to separate it as far as the different things that they mention here, as far as families?
No, I've never been to one that has like just little areas for.
All right, let me hear the rules then.
Okay, number two, don't be the guy who stares, takes pictures, and wax. Number three, if there's a bar or restaurant near the beach, throw on some clothes before heading inside. And number four, make sure to use sunscreen, especially in those certain areas that don't typically see the sun.
I still don't understand how they divvy them up. If it's gay beach, how do you know?
Well, it's kind of
especially if it's in a different country. Say it's Jamaica, wherever. How do I know?
You've really just done your research. If you're into that, you kind of feel out what belongs where. If it's a couples resort, clearly it's going to be couples. If it's somewhere where homosexuals hang out, Key West, for instance, that's going to be... You've done your research. You don't stumble onto a new beach and go, well, I'll be damned. You just, no, you do. You get on the internet and you look it up and you find what you're interested in.
Man, this one must be a homo beach.
Why? That could have been a lot of different beaches, but okay.
But it's a boy dog.
All right, well, that's bad then.
Dan?
Here are 9 tactics to help you manipulate people. Not in that way. MSNBC put this together. Number 1, put up a picture of your... Damn it.
Your dog?
Yes.
Here are a bunch of pictures of my dog.
On vacation, are we?
Here he is at the Grand Canyon.
Yes.
Here he is at Six Flags.
He looks like he's having fun.
Here he is with some lingerie.
Quite dainty.
Number 1.
It's really hard to find lingerie for a dog.
I would imagine.
Especially when they got 8 nipples.
There's no dog lingerie pictures. This is in your office.
All right.
Why?
So 9 tactics to help you manipulate. Number 1, put up a picture of your dog in your office. Normal ones. When people see your dog, they'll assume you're a loyal person, and they might even act more loyally to you.
Here's a picture of me stuck to my dog. That's before they got the water hose.
Suddenly I don't feel loyal to you any longer.
You better until they get some water. Goddamn.
Number 2, wear all black to work and don't smile. This will suggest that you're a dominant figure and someone should be given a promotion. And number 3, drink coffee with your boss. A recent study found that when people drink warm liquids, they tend to find the person they're with more likable. And number 4, get your guy to a restaurant with pink walls.
This is for chicks, this part.
Yes. Researchers think that feminine surroundings can influence how men act and make them communicate in more feminine ways. So, to get your man to open up, take him somewhere womanly.
I love pink walls.
Why?
Reminds me of my dog.
Stop with the dog!
Hi, Dan.
Number 5, incidentally, touch the person you're digging.
Oh, I thought you were done. There are more?
Yeah, there are 9.
All right, okay.
Incidentally touch the person. This seems like a no-brainer, but apparently slight incidental touches trigger our human need to bond. Number 6, use sensual descriptive terms.
We need to go past this story.
I'm going to go through all these. Number 7, casually praise people you know others hold in high esteem. Number 8, mirror other people's behavioral tactics. And number 9, spray just a little all-purpose cleaner in the air. A recent study found that just the faintest scent of cleaning products can get people to start cleaning.
If you're manipulating people to clean your house, I guess.
Okay.
Well, we all feel smarter. Is there really anything that's better than sex? As it turns out, the answer is maybe. When we climax, our brains release endorphins, and endorphins make us feel exhilarated and relaxed. But our brains release endorphins when we do all kinds of other things, too.
I like to shop.
I like to eat. I like to exercise.
Stop it.
I like to make money, and I like to skydive.
You read this.
What's on the list?
Shopping, eating, exercising, skydiving, and making money.
Told you.
Former Beverly Hills 90210 stars Ginny Garth and Shannon Doherty are supposedly upset that Tori Spelling will apparently no longer be joining them on the CW Network's 90210 spinoff. Ginny tells Entertainment...
Oh, what is the spinoff?
They're doing a new 90210.
Okay. All right, I thought it was a reunion. Go ahead.
Ginny tells Entertainment Weekly the press thinks we're at war over salary with Tori. I don't know. I was at war with Tori. I'm really bummed because I love Tori and I was psyched she was going to be on the show.
So Tori Spelling backed out of this because she's not going to make as much money as the other chicks?
That's the word. Or no, yeah. And then she went on to say, I think she definitely should get paid as much as either of us is getting paid. Her father created the show. It just seems wrong if that's the case. I don't know what really happened because I haven't talked to her, but I would like to talk to her.
The only reason that chick ever got on television to start with was because of her dad. You're not going to stick somebody with an equestrian face on television.
Especially in a show about Beverly Hills where everybody's beautiful. But,
and now she doesn't want to be part of this because she's not going to get as much money.
She'll make 10 to 20,000 an episode. Everybody else is making like 35 to 50 per episode.
What else is she in?
I've never seen her in anything else.
She's in some reality show, but...
Well, that's tough. That's big casting.
So she's going to back out of this because there's not enough cash.
Apparently I'm not making enough. If I don't make as much as them, my dad created the show. I should be the star.
Well, she wasn't even the star when the show ran the first time, so I don't know what she's expecting now.
Especially if it's just is it a cameo or is it going to be a recurring character?
Everything I've read, they're going to be recurring characters.
All right. How long before we need a break, Club?
No.
Go ahead, Dan.
Earlier this summer, it seemed like DMX was getting arrested every other day, and that's not really an exaggeration. He was almost literally getting arrested every other day. One of the consequences of that...
That's because he went full-blown...
No. Nobody went full-blown anything.
He did.
No, I don't believe so.
He did.
Anyway, all that turned into a bunch of court dates, and so yesterday DMX missed one of them, so now he's in trouble all over again. This one was related to his drug bust from last May when he was hit with 1 count of marijuana possession and 4 counts of drug paraphernalia. Now, a bench warrant will most likely be issued for DMX, and according to a press release issued by Arizona's Maricopa County Superior Court, the judge has also penalized him by raising his bond to $25,000. The public defender representing him wouldn't comment on why DMX no-showed, but he said that he'd provide the court with a written explanation.
I thought that the explanation was, unless I'm confusing the stories, or you just said this, he checked into rehab?
A so-called source told MTV News that DMX did not appear in court because he was in rehab, but there hasn't been any confirmation on that yet.
That's what I would tell anybody these day and age. If I'm in trouble, I'm in rehab. Forget it. I mean, that's the one everybody thought. Did you see that one coming? Wow.
You need a break?
Yeah. All right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show. Now at 214-787-1053.
JD, you may not have the stigma of Gavin having a scooter, and you don't much longer.
Yeah.
All right, what's his girlfriend's name?
Is it Beth that he calls her?
He was on the phone with somebody chewing his ass.
Really?
I don't think he's going to be able to keep it.
I'll buy it from him. A discount rate, obviously. It's all torn up.
Well, you can't have one either.
I could have that. She let me have one that was torn up. No, I'm kidding. No, I can have. What do you mean I can't have one? You know I can have one if I want one. Quit saying that.
No, you can't.
You keep saying it, and it's not true.
We've covered this.
We've covered it, but it's not true. I could have one.
You bought it. You loaded it. You told Joy that you bought the scooter, and she told you to take it back.
Not exactly the way it happened.
Tell me what I got wrong.
We had an intelligent discussion between two people.
You got
she said,
chastised.
Honey, dearest, do you think that's the smartest way to spend that kind of money?
You got pussy punch.
Right now.
And you had to take it back.
No, start off with pussy punch. Started out very nice, gentle, and just thoughtful, worried about my well-being.
And we all had the same conversation with you yesterday or a couple of days prior.
She cares about
me. You didn't need it. You can't handle a bicycle. You've run into the water, into a tree.
Boy, you make it sound like I'm out of control.
You're the George of the jungle. Never go full jungle.
All right.
So you bought the scooter and she told you to take it back?
That's not the way it occurred. We had a conversation and I took it back, period. It is gone, you're right. It is back at the store.
Why is she telling you what to do with your money?
She doesn't tell me what to do with my money.
What else won't she let you have?
She can let me have anything I choose to have. I can buy it, I'll take it home, and it'll stay there. Period.
Where's your scooter?
I took it back at my own little volition, or whatever the word is. I took it back. I'm tired of it.
You never rode it.
Well, that's why I'm tired of it. I'm sorry to get out of the
At
truck.
least Gavin got to ride his before Mama told him to take his back.
This is why we can't have nice things.
And I don't know for sure if that was her, but somebody was chewing his ass about running into the dumpster. It was either her or Waste Management.
Funny, just watch that rear tire go boom, and him go forward.
Now, did he actually fly into the dumpster himself, or just the scooter?
The scooter. I thought he was going to hit his head on it. Had he gone about another foot forward up in the air, his rear tire, he would have smacked his head.
Line one, Alfie.
Because there's no windshield.
Yes, Dusty.
From working together.
I've heard enough of that one.
Why?
Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Well, resumes are, of course, a critical part of any job search, but some workers turn their resumes into a work of fiction instead of a representation of fact. A CareerBuilder.com survey of hiring managers and workers looked at the tall tales and bold lies used on resumes, so here are the 10 most outrageous whoppers as reported by hiring managers. Number 1. Candidate claimed to be a member of the Kennedy family. Number 2, applicant invented a school that did not exist. Number 3, a job seeker submitted a resume with someone else's photo inserted into it. Number 4, candidate claimed...
hang on. Say it again?
The job seeker submitted a resume with someone else's photo inserted into the document.
Maybe better looking or thinner.
Well, they're going to see them at one point or another. Why do you think you could throw that in?
That's going to crop up in the...
well, they're obviously not too smart, so maybe in the dumb person's mind they thought, well, maybe they'll just hire me based on my sheer good looks.
And when they see me, I just had a really rough year since these glamour shots were taken.
All right.
Number 4, candidate claimed to be a member of Mensa. 5, applicant claimed to have worked for the hiring manager before, but never had.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Number 6, job seeker claimed to be the CEO of a company when he was just an hourly employee. 7, candidate listed military experience dating back to before he was actually born.
So far, these are all boring.
Well, compared to some of us that embellish our resumes a little bit more.
I didn't get the job based on my resume. I already had the job, and they asked me for a resume just to stick in my personnel file.
And why did you just feel the need to invent all these things you told them you invented?
Because it was a waste of time to have to do it anyway. I already got the job. I'd already signed the contract. They just said, can we have something to put in your personnel file?
Well, it's just HR. They have to go through the process for everybody. It's like time cards. All of us have to turn in time cards, except for you.
Why do we have time cards?
They come out every month. I fill out yours and sign your name to it.
We're on salary.
I'm telling you, we do time cards every month.
Why?
Because they want to keep track of our vacation days, days off, days we're in, whatever.
Whether I
holidays.
work 2 hours a week or 150, I get paid the same. Why have to fill out a time card? How long has this been going on?
Since we got here. For 8 years I've been filling yours out. And signing it. Don't ever sign anything from this company. They're not going to believe it's you. We've compared your signature, sir, to these years of time cards.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. I think at some point I told you, but I'm sure you've forgotten since then, and they just give them to me every month, and I just fill them out.
I'm not going to put myself on the same level, but I really would think that David Letterman had to have to do a time
He
card.
probably has somebody do it for him. No doubt. It's the same company. I can't imagine why not.
That doesn't make any sense. If you're hourly, I got it. But
I asked this years ago, why do we have to do this? It's the only company I've ever worked for where I'm on salary and on contract and still have to tell you how many hours I'm here.
Yeah, we didn't have to do that at the Eagle.
I've never been at any radio station where you had to do that unless you're an hourly employee.
All right.
But here, that's one of the things we do.
Was that all of them, Dan?
Just a couple more quick ones here. The job seeker included samples of work which were actually those of the interviewer.
Wait, back up?
Yeah.
He did what?
The job seeker included samples of his work, which were actually those of the interviewer. Look at all this great stuff I've done.
Didn't we have a guy one time try to get a job on the TV show, and on his resume it said he'd worked with us, and neither one of us knew him?
Yeah.
And you actually wanted to call him in for an interview just to bust his chops.
This was I think it was 1990. JD and I were doing the TV show on Fox. Some guy claimed that he worked with us back at the Eagle. I had no clue who he was.
And Russ wanted to sit him down, of course, and go, so when exactly did you work with him?
Why didn't you?
Did we or did we not? I can't remember. I just think you lost interest.
I got bored with it.
Yeah.
And real quick, last two. Number 9, the candidate claimed to have been a professional baseball player. And number 10, the applicant claimed to be Hispanic when he was 100% Caucasian.
They can't ask you about that.
I wondered about that. How could they find that one out?
And they can't ask you. You could put anything you want on a job app or a resume, and they can't look at you and go, man, you ain't going full-blown black.
What did you put on yours?
That was black.
Oh, my God. Why? Why do you want to do that?
Why?
You're not black.
They can't challenge you. They can't ask. And if they do, then you got other issues with them.
I put down a different race on my, I think it was an AP exam or my SAT some exam back in high school.
Well, yeah, I've done that on different jobs. I've been on everything. Indonesian.
You think it's going to get
Chechnyan.
Better shot.
I think I was a Pacific Islander.
And this did you good how?
It didn't.
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
You hope that they ask as they look at your app.
You don't appear to be black, sir. Can we just ask you where this came from?
No, you can't.
Well, yeah, we'd like to know why this you said here.
Trey, what are you waving?
Oh, have your resume.
Give it to me. I'd rather Dan read it.
Okay.
So somebody can hear it this time.
Wow. I hadn't laid eyes on this yet.
Oh, well, go ahead. I haven't seen it since April of 2000.
Yeah.
Can I give the little stuff at the top? Birth date, October 4th, 1960, in Dallas, Texas. Currently residing in Las Colinas. Black male, 39 years old.
Oh, jeez.
Weight, 165.
That was accurate 8 years ago.
Yeah, back then, yeah.
I've decided to start gaining weight.
Why? So
Dr. Toledo will do liposuction.
You're actually going to put on weight. Somebody even asked about your weight. Hold on, an email. Let me find it here. Right here is, hey, Russ, I haven't heard you complain lately about being fat. Have you dropped some weight, buddy?
Nope. Putting it on.
You're not putting it. You are not going to put on weight.
That's the only way that Toledo said that he would do liposuction if I weighed more.
And how much are you going to have to put on?
I figure I put on about 25, 30 pounds.
You're insane.
I'm going full-blown fatty.
You don't need it. When a doctor looks at you and says you don't need it.
I got fatty deposits, and if the only way to get him to suck them out is for me to gain weight, I'm packing it on.
No, you haven't gained anything yet.
Yes, I have. My pooch is getting bigger.
You're pushing your belly out. That doesn't count as pooch.
It will. All right, Dan, so what have I done?
Well, we're very familiar with your work history. I think that's all real. We'll get to your patents and designs.
Yeah, let's.
Applicant currently holds the patents and designs for aspartame.
Thank you.
Tetrafluoroethylene polymers.
What is that?
Teflon.
Okay.
The automobile.
Any special one?
The automobile.
My bad.
The first one. Braille. He came up with the entire system for Braille. The automatic. The automatic.
You can't read it either.
I can't. I just giggle when I see it in print. The automatic totalizator.
What the hell is that?
I already explained that.
Well, say it again.
I forgot.
Don't you put it down there. What's a totalizator?
That's got to do with betting, gambling, and what is it, Dan?
No, you got it. It's your system that totals the investments on runners, horses, betting pools, and pays out dividends.
Maybe sick.
Also invented Mr. Potato Head. The Zamboni, in which he sued Frank Zamboni in 1949 and won his patent. The drinking fountain. Buttermilk.
I was stoned.
Chili sauce. Theme parks, charcoal briquettes, the cotton gin, instant coffee, pavement, the box, Kevlar, lazy boy recliner, styrofoam tampon, ink, fire.
Styrofoam tampons. I remember that was from the other day.
That's not one of my bigger. I don't like to brag.
Well, everybody's got to have a flop.
Well, it makes sense on your resume. You want to put in some of your mistakes.
Failures.
Shows you're human.
The biggest reason is chicks couldn't sit down. But they work like a mother. You rushed through the last few of those.
Okay. Pavement.
Yes.
Kevlar.
Mm-hmm. That's for the police officers.
Indeed. Lazy boy recliner.
For the firemen.
Of course, the styrofoam tampon.
Right.
Ink. Fire.
Fire.
And, of course, the box. the box.
The residuals on that are just overwhelming. We need a break before like us. All right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Martin Show.
All right. Anything else before we go?
Yeah, I got a couple things. A customer in a barber shop in Italy spotted a picture of his girlfriend in a hardcore porn calendar on the wall. So Nestore Monaldo's 30 went crazy and set the entire place on fire.
Because they refused to take it down.
Why did you burn the barbershop down?
He told the owner of the barbershop, take down this photo, that's my girlfriend. The barber said no and set the bitch on fire.
Did he know she was into porn?
No, this came as a surprise to him, I believe.
Hey, February looks like, hey, take that down. I paid for the calendar.
I'll take it down.
Oh, lovely. She has a very nice house. And what's that in her mouth?
It's just too bad from this picture we can't see all of her ass. We can see bits and pieces of it. Someone blocking the shot. Looks like a couple of fellers.
All right. That would piss me off, too.
Anything else?
Yeah.
What are you working on?
Updating my resume.
Oh, no.
Ward, you have the job. 8 years ago, 9 years
Well, there are a lot of things that I've been able to accomplish. Plus, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay here. So you got to keep things current.
All right.
Plus, it's obviously been 8 years, so it's smart to update it every once in a while.
Yeah. Read a couple more stories, and I'll let you read the update.
Okay. Eating rats is the best way for rich and poor people to solve the global crisis of rising food prices.
Exactly.
You eat a rat?
I'm not poor.
Oh, well, this says rich people, too, I think.
Yeah, it does. Best way for rich and poor people to solve global crisis of rising food prices. That's according to an Indian official as he unveiled his plan to put rodents on menus. Regular rat snacks would translate into fewer rodents eating precious grain stocks, 50% of which are lost in the northeastern state of Bihar every year to the animals. Prakash's plan promotes consumption of raw meat in homes, street stalls, restaurants, and even international five-star hotels.
They're going to have rat tartar?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Have you seen some of the, you've been watching the Olympics at all? They've been walking down through the food vendors, and some of the crap they sell on the street is unbelievable. It looks nice until they tell you what it is.
Well, they're like that. Trey ate cow balls. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Most people wait for them to be cut off and cooked.
No, but he just was in a hurry.
Just Trey running around a pasture.
Mayor!
Bull tartar.
We said cow tipping.
How do you think you'd get to him, stupid?
Is it the whole story?
He said he's also holding talks with prestigious hotels outside India to encourage them to put rat meat on their menus, but admitted his scheme had to overcome public prejudice.
What are you going to say, Trey?
He said raw rat meat?
Yeah, rat tartar.
Oh. Well, that's not the only thing you would offer. You can cook it.
You ate cow balls. You're gonna make a face at the rats?
Yeah, rats. That's
Why?
Oh, I just hate them.
It's like sushi.
No, sushi or fish.
You eat sushi that's shrimp, right?
I eat sushi, period.
All right, it's still raw, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why would you eat rat?
It's a rat.
So, you ever had catfish?
Yeah.
Don't they? Aren't they bottom feeders?
Oh God, yes.
Same thing with rats. What do you care? As long as they're plump.
That'd be one you'd have to trick me into. Oh, and you would?
Eat rat?
Uh-huh.
I'm not poor.
Like saying rich people should do it
If
too.
I was poor, I go full-blown rodent. Trey, you want to read my resume update?
Please.
Come on. Dan, you ready to go?
I am.
You read all of these. Don't pre-read it.
Okay.
Just read them.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead.
What we got? Monkeys.
Start at the top.
Other inventions.
Thank you.
Okay. Monkeys. Sand. Of course. Waffles.
Maybe.
The moon.
Come on. So I know we never went.
You didn't invent the moon.
They'd owe me rent.
The penis.
And by the way, everybody here owes me money.
Shadows.
What? That one didn't work out.
That's your fault.
Back up and skip that one.
Good call. The penis.
Thank you. You all still owe me money.
Shadows.
Thank you.
Whistling. Mm-hmm. Fart. Clouds. And the grimace. Okay. I'll give you that one.
Again, the residuals from that was wildly entertaining.
They pour in.
All right, Dan, go ahead.
For more information on the amazing Russ Martin Show, including pictures, videos, and more, just go to russmartin.com. To answer any question you may have about the show, go to russmartin.info.
Which one are you laughing at? The one I had to hit the balloon for? Yeah. Okay. I'm sure some people would be happy about that.
They're alive. To email the show and during the show only, send that to studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites, johndavidryan.com, danO'Malley.com, djclo.net, TreyTrenholm.com, and for Chuck the Band Manager, chuckwheat.com. Russ gets his guitars and band equipment from the Guitar Center. Their website, guitarcenter.com. The official liquor store of the show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits.
You didn't finish my resume with my publishings. Or did we read those before?
I don't believe so, have we? I don't remember if we did or not.
Go ahead. These are books that I wrote.
Okay. The Complete Story of Scissors. Tweedle Beetles After the Battle. Follow up. Shampoo. Behind the Scam of Lather, Rinse, Repeat. Investigative series. Baby Crib Designs and the Use of Barbed Wire.
Oh, God.
Oleo and Me. Getting to Know Yourself with a Hand Mirror.
And my hobbies?
Blowing glass into funny shapes and all. Blowgun hunting. Shaving your balls. Hirudotherapy. What the hell's that?
Using leeches.
Oh, God. Skunk enthusiast. And getting to know yourself with a hand mirror.
MajesticLiquors.com, and the official airline of the Russ Martin Show is Southwest Airlines. Their website, southwest.com, and the official site for Live 105.3 is live1053.com.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info.